So, Lauren, would you like to give us a recap?
Oh, indeed. So we boarded the boat. I used a potion to disguise myself as Lady Grace. And Swillow also used a potion. Josh, you had the mask and became Damien.
What was the surname again?
Yeah, I don't know.
Go on,
Do I know?
Yeah, you must remember. I think you especially remember this.
Hang on, let me roll for that.
7.
No, I don't know it. No, it's a whining.
Winning.
We put a butler to sleep.
I don't say we. I think it was me that I just decided to.
It got sinister around about that
Yeah,
time.
it got a bit weird.
I think it must have been the time of hour.
Then we had Axel. Well, Axel helped us while on the boat, which was good. So then we managed to get to the vault and convince the bursar to open it. We also knocked him out. Don't think he stole his clothes though, which was good.
Not yet.
You have to set the mask up.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Did we take a copy of his mask? We did.
Yeah, we did because we had to go down there and Then we went inside, opened the chest holding the orb, which released loads of spiders and the vault keeper, who we then sort of destroyed.
This was when Terry's character fell into a pit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, did
Yes.
And got completely separated, i.e. arms off, legs off, head off. And then we wound you up a bit and it was a joke.
And we pulled you on pulleys and did Nimrath.
So kind of like I feel like what is it's a straw man from Oz.
Oh,
Scarecrow.
yeah.
Scarecrow.
Popping his arm, put more straw in.
Okay, and then you looted right at the end.
Yes.
And
We defeated those that thing with this,
Yeah, the
vault
realistic
keeper,
thing.
The
Yeah.
spiders and the
Like you.
goalkeeper.
a bit like Widow,
Okay.
but bigger.
Right.
I mean, actually, we tried to recruit them.
Not as talky.
Yeah.
It wasn't as talky.
Right.
I had the pleasure of rolling for you, Terry. So,
Yeah.
Josh did a really good job.
Yeah.
He didn't get hurt much at all.
Oh, I didn't.
It was quite funny because these two tanked the entire centre. I took no damage at all.
Right.
It's
It's
just the way it worked
Side
out.
of the table.
Yeah.
Oh, and Lauren turned into a bear.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah,
I
turned
forgot
into-
about that. I
okay.
turned into the bear to save myself.
And I rode on the bear.
Yeah.
yes, you rode the bear.
And you held hands.
We
Yeah,
did.
we were handcuffed
Yeah,
to
because
them.
we were handcuffed.
The spider
spider
things
handcuffs.
clamped onto their wrists.
Right. Oh, so they were
And
like they were
and
metal.
then they magnetised to each other and they were like that.
Can
Have you got
I?
spiders that come out of your
Over my back.
shoulders?
Yeah. So the vault keep
Like-
had these spiders that detached,
Right.
and then they clamped onto Lauren and Josh. Didn't manage to hit anyone else because
Right.
Lauren basically stuck the vault keeper to the floor using a
Yes.
web spell,
Okay.
which took him out of the fight for quite a long time.
Yeah.
Whilst you and Jeff then wailed on him. Then these spiders appeared after. The spiders appeared, attached themselves to Josh and Lauren, and then I can't remember who did the killing blow on the vault keeper, but vault keeper went down.
I had the
It was Swillow first.
Yeah.
Right.
And
First time.
then
First time
that was the
he
first
Yeah,
time
that was the first
he got killed.
Right.
So the vault keeper went down once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then some funky spiders came out of nowhere, didn't they? And
Regenerated him.
fixed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he jumped back up again. And then we wailed on him again. And then I killed him the second time.
Yeah.
Sliced him in half.
And to make sure, because you knocked his head off. And then he got back up and fought without a head. And then when I took him down, I made sure that he stayed down. I cut him from his crotch to his neck in half. So
Very nice.
with a shiny axe that I picked up from one of the vaults
Oh yeah. Yeah. You did.
And
Yeah.
a shiny shield.
and a shiny shield.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay, so that's where we ended last session. You are in the vault still. You've looted whatever was left. What do you want to do next?
Do I get to change myself back from my first form, or the form that I was in, back to the full?
That takes a long rest.
Okay, well then I will not do it.
The alarm was going off,
The alarm is
Yes.
going off.
but we can't hear it.
Okay.
But we know it's going off because above the door there's a thing flashing.
Yeah, pulsing red.
Is there anything in the vault where the vault keeper came from?
No, so the wall that slid back, behind there is just a 10 foot alcove, which is where he was just stood.
So we need to get a move on.
Yeah.
And the thing that we were actually looking for wasn't in here at all. It was a chance we took when we originally came up with the plan, if you remember, because we knew it was only going to be in two places, the vault or with the guy.
Yeah, and he said he kept it very close to himself, so
yeah,
like a necklace
pocket,
or thing or whatever. Good fun.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
Try and get off the boat as quick as possible. Maybe.
No,
we still haven't got the thing.
Oh, we have to get the thing. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I thought maybe.
So
we
we're going to have to head to where that guy is. I think.
Someone needs to be the bursar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
So
read it.
I've got the. Well, someone's got the mask. We took a copy of his
I mean,
face. So
could I
One
try
of you
into
two
a
is
little
wearing
mouse
it.
and scurry around and look for things?
So because you turned into a bear,
That's
how
what I was
many
thinking
wild
in
checks
my-
do you get a day?
I think I get 2. So where's my thing?
I think maybe keep it
Yeah.
until we get to the next place.
Yeah, because we might need you to
Yeah,
turn
I think
into a
it's-
giant eagle and fly us off the
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah, I've got one.
Oh, I
Yeah,
was
one
thinking-
left. One left.
In the garden place.
Yes.
Are there big windows in there?
Yes, it's a massive greenhouse.
Do they open, or would you have to smash a window to get
So
in?
they do open, but they open for a specific reason, letting the lifeboats out, because you know that is also a location where the lifeboats are.
Ah.
So they do open somehow,
Abandoned ship.
but you don't know how it will open.
there was also in the engine room some mail tubes, which
Some
are some
vacuum tubes.
vacuum tubes that someone can travel through them.
No.
Only
only me if I transform.
Nyla was to transform herself into a tiny mouse.
Yes, that's what I was.
Then be
Yeah,
big enough, but not. Yeah,
not in
human
human
size.
form. Yeah, there has to be something small.
If we went out the windows, could we climb up the outside of the ship?
You could attempt to climb up the outside of the ship, but you'd be climbing a wall of glass, which would be quite difficult.
We could turn into.
I've got a spider climb.
But at the moment, you're stood in the vault, which
Yeah.
is in the vault of the ship.
Yeah, I think we need to get out of here and
Yeah.
go back to where
Go
we
up.
were and regroup.
Yeah.
Do you want to take the bursar's clothes?
Yes. I will shove him in the vault.
Okay, so the bursar is outside.
Okay.
Only thing is, he's going to know who we are.
Well,
Did he see? I mean, it won't matter that he didn't
Saw
see us.
He screamed in my face.
Yeah, he saw him. He saw you, but she was
I was transformed, I think.
as the butler,
Yeah.
weren't you? So, okay. Rampage time.
On the one guy.
so is someone going to dress up as him?
I think it's you, isn't it? Dress up as
Why am I always the one dressing up as?
Good acting.
it. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll wear the mask of the bursar, or at least I'll become the bursar.
Okay, so just explain to me the order of sequence that you're doing this in, because it's important for what happens next.
Okay.
Okay, so you're in the vault at the moment. Everybody's in that centre area of the vault.
Mhm.
The bursar's unconscious form is currently outside at the entrance to the vault.
Let's go grab him, stash him in the 10-foot by 10-foot room.
Yes, because we do have the keys to one of the vaults, the smaller vaults,
Hmm.
inside the vault. So we could shut him in.
And
One
lock
of
him
the
in
there. That's a bit
Or
demonic.
if we can
but,
put him in the 10-foot by
If they can't
10-foot
get
room
out,
the thing
they
came
Yeah.
out
food
of.
for the bath, so
Someone
Yeah.
discovered
Is there a reset
eventually.
switch for the wall that dropped?
You can go and search one if you wish.
Yeah, I'll quickly have a look.
Okay, make an investigation check for me.
I'll go get the birds and bring him in.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Dave, as you walk to the front of the vault,
I can't even see the 10-foot room. It's not quite that bad, but it was.
Confused.
So as you walk to the front of the vault, intent on going and retrieving the bursar's body, so you can then move on to the next step in your plan, you hear a loud voice. Halt! Drop your weapons and get on the floor. And then you hear a lot of crossbows being pulled back into position.
Oh.
There's someone in the other game.
You've got dark vision, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so outside the vault the lights have been dimmed and you can see arrayed in front of you in an arc around 20 to 30 guards. So there's a front rank which is currently kneeling down, second rank stood up, and they all seem to be pointing crossbows at you.
well, putting crossbows at you.
Can they see anyone else in the vault?
you can't see this because you're inside.
So we don't know what's going on.
You're in a lit area and looking out into a dark area.
Well, to buy you some time then, I'll raise my hands in the air. It seems to be some mistake. It's just me. It's just me. I think he's had a heart attack. You know, I've left. Anyone help?
Okay, so you hear the telltale snick of a crossbow bolt being fired. It hits the floor in front of you.
Well,
Right at your feet.
That's pretty rude. I haven't moved.
There is a cloud of gas that erupts
dear.
from the crossbow bolt and travels up, engulfs you completely. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
10.
Okay, so the rest of you hear a loud thud and watch as Kingsman drops bone dead to the floor. So, face first.
Oh.
And he begins snoring loudly. The rest of you in there, get yourselves out here now and surrender. I want to see weapons on the floor and bodies spread eagle.
Can I hear
10
this?
seconds.
Can I hear this from where I am? Because you remember I'm further in than they are.
Yeah.
So
No, this is being shouted very loud.
I come out and say, "What bloody hell's going on?"
Drop your weapons and surrender now.
Can we? Can I see how many of them there are?
There are between 20 and 30 guards.
Is it worth me to
One
transform
of them
so that
has
one of
a
us can get
crossbow.
out?
The rest of them are already armed
Is he?
and prepared
He's
to
front
shoot.
Outside,
Okay.
He is,
so I
but
can see him.
could
Oh,
I
I've
could I
got it
essentially say that he's a decoy and I
I'm
knocked
the
him
real one.
unconscious?
Yeah.
You can
and
try. I think that's the best plan at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
Do that.
And you could say that
I've
he
been
was
taking
trying to
Britain
rob
with
him.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just,
And this guy took a
Yeah.
potion, and that's why he looks like
Yeah,
it or something. I don't know.
Okay, so I will put on the mask of the
So-
bursar.
Okay, so you're all still inside apart from Jeff. Okay, so Jeff's now at the door. The rest of you are inside. So you're putting the mask of the bursar on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what the rest of you do?
I had a crazy idea. Very, very wacky idea. But it would have ruined your plan. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't. Because if he's a decoy. Alright, my
Steve.
plan is I would put my sword together,
Yeah.
stick it into the dead guy,
What
and run
dead
at
guy?
the
There's no dead
charge.
He's not dead. He's
The
just
bed's
asleep.
not dead, yeah.
oh,
If I
the
stick
the
him-
vault keeper.
The vault keeper, stick
He's
him.
chopped in half.
Oh, he's chopped in half.
Yeah.
And he's a
Okay.
there's a thing.
Okay,
Mechanical man.
right. Well,
Warforged.
That's
I
Yeah.
know. I know that. Well, there's no way. I'll just charge into the darkness and
You're going to charge into the darkness
Yeah.
with your sword,
I'm
your
gonna-
sword out.
yeah, I'm gonna charge.
Casting the Sundance
I'm
Kid.
gonna charge. Yeah,
Steve,
charge
quick
and see what happens.
investigation. See if there's any other ways out.
Okay, so while you're investigating
I'm
and while you're
threatened.
donning the mask, Swiddo has extracted his sword
I'm very
and is
threatened.
now charged to the front of the vault.
Mhm.
So are you going to do anything as he runs past you?
I'm going to say how bonkers he is.
That's bonkers.
I say you're bonkers.
I don't
Okay.
care. I would just charge. I feel threatened. There's no way out. What the hell do I do? Kill. Anything.
Okay, so as you charge forwards, and as soon as you get within sight and they can see your weapon, there are several crossbow bolts fired at your feet, all of which causes cloud of gas to erupt.
Yep.
You cannot be
Locked out.
slept because you're warforged.
Yeah.
Okay, so you run through that. You then cross the threshold of the vault doorway,
Mhm.
and as soon as you do that, you get hit by two beams of lightning that are called down from across the doorway.
Oh,
So can you please make me 2 dexterity saving throws?
that's one.
And then can I have some d6s?
19. Apply some
How many?
d6s.
Another
2.
one would be great. Have you got a d6?
19 and then 12.
So 119 and 112.
See how far I can get.
Is this bribery?
Yes.
It's a person.
Right, so
If you let me get out,
The-
alright.
the first
No, you
lightning
saw
bolt does 26 points of damage.
Oh, I'm on the floor then.
Okay, so the second one hits and does 9, 12, 13.
Oh my god, I've got to roll. Wait.
19, 21, 22, 24, which
Yeah.
means you automatically fail your death saving throw. So you failed one death saving throw already.
Okay. Right.
Cheers, Josh.
Thank you.
So you've seen all this happen.
I laugh.
Okay, so am I now the Bursar at this moment, or
Yeah.
do I still
Yeah,
have to
you've
wait
got
to
the
change?
No, you've taken your action to don the mask, and you now appear as the Bursar.
In my original clothes?
Nope, because it's a complete.
Oh, it's a complete head to
Mhm.
toe. Okay, great. So, unless anyone else has any better ideas,
Black away. Black away.
I will leave the. I will very hastily, because I have heard everything, walk out with my hands behind my back,
Yeah.
up to the doorway, and
Yeah.
say, "Help! I've been taken hostage. Can someone guide me out, please?"
Oh, I thought you were going to go with something else.
I stumble after him
Can
and
you
say,
make me 2 checks, please? First of all, I'd like you to make me a performance check, because what you're trying to do is mimic the
Okay.
Bursar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Performance. Okay. So that is a 9,
Okay, and then I'd like you to make me a deception check, please.
and that is an
Ooh.
18 plus 4, so
22.
22. Yeah.
Right, I'm getting advantage on this roll because you failed your performance check.
Okay.
Okay. Bursar, please lay on the floor. We'll handle this immediately.
I
Guards,
stumble,
be ready to move forwards.
I stumble out after him and say, they took me too. I throw myself
Yeah.
on the
Axel,
floor.
get on the
I'm
floor.
on the floor, I'm on the floor.
Who else is in there?
I'm going to hide. Can I hide anywhere?
Right, so 2 of the guards are going to take a pot shot at you, Jeff.
Well,
One of the bolts flies off into the wall, but the other
And you
one
hear
lands
it.
at- the other one lands at your feet. Can you make me Constitution saving throw, please?
Probably not. Oh, yes, I can actually. 19 total.
19 total. Okay, so again you fall bodily to the floor.
What?
And start snoring. Was that?
The weed
I
was
take,
too
was it
strong.
19 in
Wow.
total, not natural 19?
No, it's 19, 14 plus 5.
Dirty 19.
30, 19.
Dirty.
Dirty 19, that's it.
Okay, so Axel and
Fake Bursar.
Hold on, do I not get advantage on that because I already saw the effect on him, so I would know to hold my breath.
go on in.
Not that it will matter, but you know.
Natural 20 coming up.
No, it's less. By 1. How annoying. Less by 1.
Okay,
That's just irritating.
that is just irritating,
Yeah.
but yes, it didn't matter.
Okay. So
Okay,
I'm-
so-
I'm currently on the floor.
You're currently
Axel's on the floor.
Axel's on the floor.
I'm
Laura.
just going to hide and wait for it all to blow over.
go to the Winchester Palace.
You could turn into. Do you have any animal turns?
I was thinking, yeah, of transforming into like a little mouse and escaping.
Okay, so whoever's in there, we're coming in now. Guards, move forwards. And if anybody was still conscious, you two,
Yeah.
you see 10 guards peel forwards and start moving towards the vault. So what do you want to do? Because you're the only
Oh,
one.
me, I'm the only one left. I'm transforming into a mouse, I think, then.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Come over and bite me. You didn't hear that. That was metagaming. Ignore what that voice just said.
Okay, so you turn into a mouse.
Yep.
Are you going to scurry off
Yes.
somewhere?
I think I might scurry out the vault, maybe, try and get past them.
Okay, can you make a hide check with advantage? please?
Stealth check. you mean.
Oh, is that a 6 or 9?
That's 6.
Roll it
Okay,
again.
roll it again. He's got advantage.
Oh, 17 plus 2, that's 19.
Okay. I'm just going to roll one as a group. Okay. you make it out of the vault.
Fabulous. I need to take this.
So the guards move in. They search the vault. They look at the chests. They look at what's been stolen.
Everything.
They look at the body of the vault keeper that's now been sliced neatly down the middle. And then they shout back, "It's all clear. There's no one else here." "Right, what's going on? You said you'd been taken prisoner. You're not even chained up. Hold on, what's going on?" And they train their crossbows back on you again.
I managed to release myself, and
And you just freed me as well.
I managed to
You
release
guys turned up,
myself,
thankfully.
and with Axel here.
There's something doesn't smell right about this. Right, get yourselves up. We're going to the brig. We'll sort this out down there.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so two of the guards grab Swiddo, start dragging him on the floor. They carry Kingsman and Lobo, and they make their way off into the engine room. And so you again go through the main vault of the engine room, heading towards the front of the ship.
How are we being moved? Are we just being poked with swords?
Put swords and crossbows, yeah. There's always 3 or 4 guys training crossbows on you. I take it you're going to follow?
Yeah, so I was about to say, can I follow them as a
Yep.
little mouse?
Yep.
Trail behind.
You can. So you're taken towards the front of the engine room, and they stop at this hatch in the floor. So it's like the submarine hatch with the old circular handle
Yep.
on top, flips up, and then you're poked down a ladder. So they obviously poke you two that can walk down the ladder, and they lower the rest of the guys down on the ropes. So at the bottom of the hatch is the room that you can see on the map here. So these doors are adjoining cells. So you've got one door that opens up into then a 10 by 10 room that's barred. So I didn't have enough doors to make it a door on each, but the one door feeds the 2 cells. They are separate cells. So each of you is put in a different cell. There is somebody that comes in and sees to Swiddo. This obviously doesn't die, but you are still unconscious. And you two are placed in the cells, and you 2 guys are unconscious, are placed in the cells. After about half an hour, you come round. What do you want to do, Noella?
Okay, the cells got bars. Can I get in and out the cells
You
quite
can't
freely?
get down the ladder unless you want to sneak past and attempt to climb down it as a mouse.
I was going to say, I was tempted to jump into someone's pocket of their clothes.
You can try that.
Yep.
Maybe a stealth check, please.
Does it matter where we are?
Just put 1 in each.
Ooh, 18 plus 2, that's 20.
I've escaped.
Okay, you nip yourself into the top of one of the guard's boots. He climbs down the ladder.
No.
Are you going to jump out at that point, or carry on?
So is
running?
he going into the cells at all? or
Yeah,
is
so
he,
they just drag the unconscious ones into the cells, close the doors and lock them.
Okay, yeah, I'll jump out just before, so they do that, so I'm on
Okay.
the outside.
Okay.
Yeah. And I might have a little investigation,
Okay,
discovery
so
around.
After
See what I can
the
see.
guy's been and dealt with Swiddo, they all bugger off, the hatch is closed and the lights go out. It is now pitch black.
I've got dark vision, so I can see
You can
half
see
light.
15 feet in low light.
Same.
I don't believe you got mouse stats there.
Yeah, I was about to get him up then. Oh, there you go.
Okay, after about half an hour, you 2 come to consciousness. You're in pitch black, cold
Good
area.
imagine being a mouse.
You're laying on a fairly uncomfortable bed,
Rat.
straw pallet.
Yeah.
Did I get drunk again and pass out?
You're with opposing
hello.
yourself.
There is no mouse,
Yeah.
but she found a
Isn't
rat
it?
instead.
That'd be-
Yeah.
Oh, okay, back to the right. Here we go.
Yeah.
Rat D&D. Alright, strength, dexterity,
Did
wisdom.
I
Oh, I've got
notice
dark
whilst,
vision.
because I was
Fabulous.
conscious, did
Oh,
I
no.
notice, can I do an investigation check to know if any of the guards had any keys on them?
It would be passive insight. What's your passive insight?
+3.
You
Well, in
passive.
fact, no. Don't worry about it. It's fine. They locked the doors behind you, so yes, they had keys.
Okay, fine.
Have they taken our gear off us?
They've taken your weapons off you, yes. But they've not done a full body search. They've just stripped off any obvious weaponry.
Can I rephrase
Including
my
my
question?
chain and hook.
Yeah, you do notice.
I know I
the
should have
you
gone
that
for a
were
walking
conscious.
stick.
Because there's only the 6 of you. Not all the cells are filled.
Okay.
Okay, so whoever's Swidow's in this one down the bottom here, can you move him up to the top? So that one at the bottom with the closed door, the equipment that they took off your bodies, they stuck in that cell and locked the door behind it. Okay.
Are any of the guards with us down here?
No, they all
Okay.
left.
Can we get access to can I see the keyhole from the inside?
Your what race? Half elf, so you got dark vision.
No.
You could ask me perhaps, because I've got dark vision, so I can look at the doors and stuff. If you shouts
Yeah, it's a lock
Okay.
rather than
It should be on
a padlock.
features and
And you
traits.
can't communicate as a human, as a mouse.
Racial traits.
Oh, can't I? That's a shame.
No, because you just squeak,
Oh, yeah,
squeak,
no, I
squeak.
have,
Yeah, I was going to say.
No, but could I understand him? But I can't go back.
He does have
What
dark
the hell
vision.
though?
Okay.
He just forgot for a second.
It's
Oh my god, it's dark!
It's
Oh,
a
no.
lock rather than a padlock.
It's a keyhole rather than a padlock.
Correct.
Yeah.
So the access would be from the front. Not
Did they take my gauntlet and holy symbol?
They did not take your gauntlet and holy symbol, no. But you've been stripped of obvious weaponry.
Can we get our hands outside?
Obvious.
Are they just normal, like gated doors?
It's like the
Classic.
sheriff's.
Classic.
It's a
Yeah.
box.
Western
Yeah.
Can I
sheriff.
pick it from the other side of the door then by touch?
You can
Try it.
with disadvantage.
Sure.
Is there anything we can do to boost that?
Not look at my dice when I tell you what the roll was.
Okay.
He's on his own there, isn't he?
That sounds good. That sounds like a plan, actually.
Don't look. 20! Twice! Nope.
Yay! Look, it was 20 and a 19, so.
No.
I can cast spells as converted.
Maybe you're using the
when
wrong
I'm
pick.
someone else, right? Still.
Yes.
I'll have another go then.
Can
Yeah.
I cast a cantrip light spell on and touch the gate to illuminate 20-foot area?
You can.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay.
So can I now see anything further with doing that?
You can see the other side of the room.
Okay.
Is a repeat of where you are now, but you did see that when you came down here.
Mm-hmm.
When you came down here, the lights are off. So in set into the walls are these unique electric lights that light up when energy is fed into them. It's not
It'll
torches,
never
but
catch on.
when they closed the hatch upstairs, all of that went off. So all the magical energy was cut off.
Okay.
So you make me an intelligence check, please.
12 plus. So it's 15.
Okay, so you are taking a guess here, but you think these cells have been built, or certainly this room has been built to contain a powerful magic user who could, use the type of spells you've only read about in books, like teleport and fly and wondrous arcane magics to get themselves out of here.
Okay.
So maybe it hasn't been built to hold a big brutish.
Smash that
Yeah.
out.
The bars are actually
Yeah.
made of papier-mâché.
Yeah.
Are they type 46 doors that you can just lift off the hinges?
You just need a bench and
Yeah.
a dog.
Yeah. Oh, no, a wet t-shirt. Yeah, I'll take my t-shirt off, I pee on it, and
I'll try my gauntlet on my cell door.
You can.
Okay.
It
Use
works.
Okay. And then
Ooh.
you can swing the door open. Is Swidow awake? Yes.
Nope.
yeah.
He's
I
still
thought we
not.
woken up
He's
after.
been stabilised,
Oh,
so
no,
he
of course.
doesn't die.
So that
But
death saving
you're
throw
on
is still there?
0
I forgot he wasn't gassed.
points.
So
okay. So I
If you was to take any more damage, then yes, you would lose that death save. So you need to keep one death saving throw active.
did they take our healing potions?
They only took stuff that was obvious weaponry. So I'll say the healing potion, if it was inside your robes,
Okay.
you still had it.
So I'll unlock the door.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you can just. He still takes food and drink as normal.
It's called
You can
not food.
decant it into his face. Yes.
Yeah.
Just throw it. Just hold his head like that and go.
Oh. Thank you.
So you take the healing potion.
You've got 1 healing potion, and Lauren's got 5 healing.
We've been collecting.
I've been using mine. Yeah. So the I can channel divinity. It's once per day jobby.
Well, you can use that gauntlet as many times as you have channel divinity.
I got 1.
Right. So that's
That's
you've
now
learned
used.
that,
So
yeah.
I can't
You should have unlocked me.
unlock the doors as such. Right.
Is it worth me investigating that little area, the courtyard?
So you're back up.
Right, so the room, I won't bother you describing the room size because you can see it.
Yeah.
The room is completely empty,
Okay.
apart from a table right in the centre.
Okay.
That you landed on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put on.
Right in the, so the ladder that came down is over in that little alcove there.
Oh, over
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
So you're over
Okay.
there.
Right, so that's where the ladder comes down by
Yeah.
the hatches. In the dead centre of the room is a table.
Yeah.
And it's bolted to the floor
Okay.
and metallic. The entire room seems to be gilded in like metal, not decorative, obviously.
Yeah. Like clinical,
It's
almost.
there to hold what you expect to be powerful people if it ever needed to be used. Strangely, set into the top of the walls. Obviously, where you've got all these electric lights as well, but set into the top of the walls of all the cells, and into the top of the wall outside are these little grills, like little ventilation grills. And then over on the wall by where the ladder is, there's a lever.
Oh.
Is that the one that releases the poison gas?
Yeah.
It's
Right.
currently in the up position.
Steve, were these separate cells?
Yes. So,
Oh, okay, so
although
he's
it's
right.
one door,
It
as I
was
said,
two separate cells.
it's two separate cells. So
Yeah.
unlocking your cell door doesn't release.
Okay. Well, I got you awake anyway.
Yeah.
I'll go up to the table and have a look around. See what's on the table.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Okay, so it's just
the
a big
room
table.
is sparse. Can you make me a perception check though,
Oh,
please?
I've got to leave it to where it is.
15.
Okay.
What's your character's name?
Mine?
Axel.
Axel. Have you got any way of getting out of your cage?
Well, how do you think I'd still be in here?
I don't know. Take it as a no?
No.
Okay.
I tried, but it didn't work. I have to unlock it from the inside.
I might transform
If you had a
back to
mirror-
human.
And a light
Turn that lever.
might help.
Okay. Okay. So
I have a candle.
Dave,
which should give you some
Kingsman,
light.
you see over by the ladder. You hadn't noticed before a small mouse
Okay.
suddenly transformed back into a human female,
Beep, beep, beep.
Noella, who then grasped the lever that you hadn't really noticed that was at the bottom of the ladder and pulls it.
I hold
die.
my breath.
Spikes.
All of the little grills set up into the wall and into the cell walls suddenly burst open, and there is this thick brown
Oh, God.
ooze that starts to
Oh,
drip down the wall.
Sorry.
Other than Lobo, the rest of you begin to gag. Foul-smelling, thick, oozing liquid. And this was planned before I'd heard anything about you and the sewers. Okay?
booby trap.
It is waste and excrement.
Lovely. Sorry.
Oh.
Can he help me unlock the door from the inside? If I tell him what to do,
I'll give you a roll.
Back up.
Yeah.
Give you a
A roll.
roll, but it's going to be at a disadvantage.
Can she push the lever back up to stop it coming out? It's not bothering me.
go,
I'm just thinking of everyone else.
Yeah, sorry.
She just flushed.
Are you pushing the lever back
you
up?
haven't got
Yeah.
a mirror. It's only
Then
time.
the grill's
So-
closed.
Oh, fabulous.
But you have let a small amount of this foul-smelling,
Okay.
oozing liquid into the room.
Well, at least
Now
we know
everyone's-
what happens.
Okay,
What a
panic
wonderful
over.
smell you've discovered.
I think when we leave, we should just put it down and flood the place so they're just going to run out of protest.
Chuck me away.
A dirty protest. I like that.
Right, no mirror.
Anyone got anything shiny?
How
Anyone got
sturdy
anything
is the
shiny?
door, Steve? Do I think I could bust it open?
You think you can bust anything open,
Well,
so you
yeah.
would certainly give it a try.
Yeah, go on then. I'll tell you what, I'll have a
I have
toke
a
on my
pearl.
pipe. If they haven't taken it off me.
No, I haven't taken it off yet.
Yeah.
Might be a bit
I'll have a
shiny,
toke
but
on my
buff it up a
pipe.
bit.
No, it's the same for at the end, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm putting it here somewhere.
That's why I gave you the card, so I wouldn't have to remember.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's Constitution 10.
Yeah, but at the end of the 10 rounds.
At the
So
end of the
we
minute.
tick
Yeah.
that. What do you think when we do that?
I don't know, just untick it.
No, I need to add it because I've used it
Maybe I should
twice
save
already.
it.
But no, so it's not.
Because that might be more
Yeah,
useful
yeah,
in a
yeah,
fight.
yeah.
Because if I fall into an 8-hour sleep after doing that, I might as well just spurn one of my
That's
normal
Ephesians,
ones. I think.
Yeah,
Must be
ignore
when
that.
it's
Do
broken.
the thieves' tools include a mirror?
No.
It's just maybe on the cover.
Yeah, so I'll just burn a normal rage and then save that for if we get into a fight.
Use guidance on you. That gives you an extra 1d4 boost. Change your checks.
So I'll try and give it a kick open or barge or
That
whatever I
applies to
think
both.
would be the best.
Okay,
method
so
for
the way you're
doing
going to
it.
do it is you're going to just grab the door and try and pull it
That's
off
what
its
you
socket.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
it's bars, there's not really anything to kick.
Yeah, No, that's
other,
cool.
other than the small little lock plate. So
okay. So that's a dirty 20.
okay, so you give it a bloody good shove. You think you've got quite a lot of force into this. It does rattle, but it doesn't give way.
If I were to get some guidance from Dudar,
Doodah.
Kingsman.
Kingsman.
I know, I wasn't signed in.
would the D4 apply to both the rolls at disadvantage?
Yes.
Do that.
I'll cast it onto you, so you roll an extra d4.
So D20 and D4.
Oh, you could have done that to me when I just did the kick.
That's because we were just thinking about when you were doing that. If this works, I'll come over to you and do the same thing.
Oh, I've still got
It's
a
a
cast out
cantrip
trace
as well.
spell left.
Hmm.
It's all out. I could probably use
Yeah.
that.
So
I'm a bit low.
15.
Bit long.
I'm a bit low on health, so I might use a potion. I think 3 of them are yours, 2 of them are mine.
I don't mind, use whatever.
We seem to be stocking up. I would like to use a potion, if that's alright, because I'm a
That's
bit
fine.
low.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that counts as a roll, but
You can have whatever you want.
alright. Yeah, well, I'm full health. No, that's pretty
This
much.
is like back in the old
so
days
that's
we used to do stuff like saying,
10,
I buy a small
13.
vial of acid and just keep it in my backpack.
Forever.
Yeah, and then
No, no.
in this situation you go, I pour the acid into the lock.
Okay, so I take it you're going to continue to try various different things. You've tried to pick the lock, you've tried spells, you've tried strength, you've tried raging. You haven't managed to open the door.
I
Just try and open the door without. It may
Try
be
put-
locked.
pushing
It's
it.
locked. It's locked.
Yeah,
Push it
that's
instead of
right.
pull it.
They are locked. You know they're
Why
locked.
you
that You
can't?
saw them.
I say to
Why
Kingsman
not?
through the
You're
bars,
free. You go upstairs.
is that room locked?
No,
Well,
ever. Go upstairs and.
I'll say to Kingsman through the bars, is that
Yeah.
room over there locked?
I'm gonna have a look.
Yes, it is.
Go and find a guard.
I've still got pass without trace if we need to get out.
Hey, go and find a guard. Steal his keys.
Mm.
Or bring him back here.
Could be anywhere though.
Can I cast a spell of ritual find familiar?
Yeah.
And make. Then again, actually, a good point. Can anything that I create potentially escape from the grill up top?
No.
Okay. Then I won't be able to escape with a familiar then, or go and get some keys with a raven or something and bring it back. I was thinking.
No, so Noella, one thing you did notice after they closed the door, or when the lights came back on, there was no handle on the inside.
So you can't actually, yes, I was thinking like I could literally just open it myself and get out.
We're stuck down here.
While the sewage is coming from the vents, I suppose they're not big enough for a person to fit through.
No, they're tiny little air vents.
Okay.
I think
Not even a mouse.
I think we might have to rest the night.
Okay, so let's fast forward and say you try rack your brains
Yeah.
for the next hour and a half. Noella and Kingsman are out, but no one else.
Is
Whatever they manage to try and do is going anywhere at the moment. So, what do you want to do? No one's been back in that hour and a half. Do you want to take the opportunity for a rest?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So,
I know.
It depends how long. So
Long rest or short rest?
I don't suppose you've got acid spray, haven't you?
It's
Or is it
poison sprays. I don't think it would. Yeah.
Go on.
Oh, I can produce a flame, but I'm not sure if that's gonna melt.
Can you change your spells?
Manage spells.
right. So, if you want to take a long rest, you can. That's fine because
Sure.
nothing's going to happen for the duration of a long rest.
okay.
Those of you that are divine users of magic can change your spells.
Ah,
Those of you that are arcane users of magic can't, because they did take your spell book.
Okay.
Am I divine?
So
Yeah.
you get your spell slots back, but you can't change the
Okay, no,
spells
that's
you've already
fine. Yeah.
got on your
Alright.
list.
Okay. So I'm gonna switch back into my
I'll go to sleep.
juggernaut thing.
Pull out my secret stash of ale.
Create bonfire. Guidance. What's
It's
that?
concentrated ale in a little bottle. It's like 50% proof.
Right.
Something.
It's just a thimbleful is enough.
Yeah. Then go to sleep.
Yeah, I obviously took my magic missile, wand of magic missile.
Yes.
Yeah.
Forget where it is.
But you do have your ring.
I do have my ring. That's a good point.
No.
Is it the one ring?
What's that? Oh, they're gonna be. They wouldn't know a way to take off my. Oh, it's a gauntlet,
It's
isn't it?
just gauntlets, and yes, they have removed
Yeah,
them.
because I've used them. They've
Because
seen
you
it.
went running out with a blading sword.
Great, yeah. Damn it.
I'm trying to remember what I actually stored on the old ring.
That was it.
I think it was the knock spell, wasn't it, that opens any door?
Well, no, I just because I wasn't because
Class.
I don't know if the relic of the ring of spell storing is now effectively useless because I'd already put but I did only put one first level spell on, so
Yeah, you've got two
Clerics
levels of
don't have a
spells that you
spell.
can
Do
store
they
in
have
that
something
ring.
like equivalent
yeah.
of?
So I've got a third and a
I can
first.
lock anything. I just can't
Oh,
unlock anything.
Well, can you cast it backwards?
Do they have to be
Which,
spells that
which
that just be any spell? In
It
the
can be any spell as long as they don't exceed the levels that you can
Like-
put in there, and there's already a third level spell in there.
Can I change?
Which
So
is
you've only
re-
got two
yeah,
levels
yeah,
to
yeah.
play with.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I'm guessing the short rest did revive the ring.
A long rest. No, the
We did
ring
the long
stores
rest.
spells that you
And we
cast
take the long
into
rest.
it.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
done one with a switchback.
Yeah,
So if
I
you
do
cast
mine.
spells out of it, you have to cast them back in again. It doesn't recover automatically. Your wand of magic missiles gets charges back every day. That gets 1d6 charges every day. But the ring of spell storing, if you use all the spells that are stored in it, it doesn't get them back the next day. You have to cast the spells into the ring to fill it up.
Gotcha.
Lauren, do you
Okay.
only have second level spells?
I think so. I've been looking. I can't see anything that's standing out.
You've got heat metal.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Would that work? 'Cause the doors
Okay,
are
so-
magical.
You'd have to read the
Possibly.
description and
Gonna say that you've had your long rest, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Swidow, you're back up now.
Yep, into the juggernaut.
So everybody should be on full health. You've
Really
recovered
was.
your spells, your rages, and everything else that goes with taking long rest. You, despite yourselves, have fallen asleep wherever. So let's say Noella slept on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Kingsman, you went back inside the cell and slept on the bed. Everybody else who's locked in slept on the bed anyway. You are all awakened after that 8-hour long rest period by the sound of the hatch lifting and the lights coming back on.
Hi, Noella.
Not gonna hide.
Well, the only place you can hide is transform into a mouse again.
Oh, I can do that now.
Oh,
I've got
yeah.
a slot left, yeah,
Yeah.
and the slot's back.
She could go in the open cell with you and stand against the
Pretend.
wall.
Well,
that's
any
not-
of the cells,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Mm.
And then one's
Yours is the
also.
only one, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
until you just shut the door again, make it look like it's shut.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Rather than waste a spell. Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to wild shape into a mouse
Mm-hmm.
and get in the cell with Kingsman. Kingsman, you're
Yep.
going to close the door. Okay, so down the ladder.
Comes Axel's brother.
also called Axel.
Yeah.
Okay, so coming down the ladder, it's a fairly oldish half elf. He's followed by a younger half elf, much broader in his shoulders, quite strapping, and then a human. The human's very sort of rough looking, very mercenary style soldier. It was the guy that the two Axel and Maylor. Remember, who was the one who was leading the guard from the day before. He was the one doing all the shouting. When the sergeant gets to the bottom of the ladder, there's a chair that gets dropped down from above. The mercenary definitely catches it, puts it in front of the table, and the older half elf sits down. So he sits behind the table, so he can address all of you that are in the cells.
Mm-hmm.
Axel, you recognise the older guy as the captain of the vessel, and the younger, broader half elf as the first mate. Good day. My name is Captain Otto. And here, my first mate, Armory. I implore you to give me the information that I require. What you were doing in the vault, what your intentions were, what you released, and what your plans are for escape. I want to know who your contacts are and who you're
We didn't tell you
working
about
for.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
What?
What?
Oh, I thought some things got out of the
thing
vault.
was in the
Like-
gauntlet was in a cylinder, and it was actually a whole bunch of tiny mechanical spiders.
Yeah, tangle spiders.
Yes.
No, that's what I remember because and then I left after that.
Okay.
Yeah, because I said it was a robot. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the right here.
Because they went, didn't
They
they?
Yes.
just disappeared.
They disappeared.
Yes,
like,
they were.
Right. Okay.
I completely forgot about them. So I thought they were the ones that climbed up the
No,
metal
no, no,
guy, repaired it.
No,
They weren't,
they
were they?
weren't.
Oh.
Those spiders came off the metal guy.
Hmm.
We have a proud history on this vessel. The Loranda family has struggled without a homeland for many years. This vessel is a pinnacle of our achievement. To travel a magical wasteland and halve the trade route and open the avenues towards the Valinor elves. This act of terrorism disgusts me. And to have one of our own, Axel, be involved.
Yeah.
This is
They
a
offered me a
disgrace.
lot of money.
Am I still?
I want to know everything. Armory here will question you. Rakim, the Rack, as he is affectionately known by my guard.
What about Eric B?
I was going to say the rock. The rock.
The Rack.
I can smell what he's cooking.
I know you're employing powerful magics far beyond what my expectation would be of a ragtag group of bandits. You obviously have some other nefarious methods and schemes up your sleeves. This obviously is not the Bursar. The real Bursar has now come to consciousness and told me how you, House of Kundarak representative, convinced him to take you down to the vault.
The House of Kundarak, they just wanted in.
I want to know how House Kundarak are involved, how House Daraska are involved. Both of these families are currently under house arrest. Obviously, we cannot act whilst we are in the air, but as soon as we hit Valinor soil, we will be taking this further. The information you provide now, given willingly, will go towards you in your defence. However, defy me, and at this point he gets up from the table and he walks over to the lever. Defy me and you'll see the ingenious ways we have routed the plumbing in this vessel.
Oh, it smells bad.
Next door is our bilge tank that collects all of the waste. And he slowly pulls the lever down, and as you discovered for yourselves earlier on in the
I make a
session,
really impressive gasp as I make
you can drown in your own shit. And he flicks the lever back up again.
Oh, thank God for that. That was completely unexpected.
Armory, make sure they talk. Rakim, make sure you have fun. And he climbs the ladder.
So I presume the sewage is still coming through. Isn't
Oh,
it?
that's
It was a
Okay.
Yeah.
open it. You get the smell. You get a brief trickle, and then he shut it up again. Okay, so the captain's left. Anybody doing or saying anything?
We can't really communicate with each other at this point.
No,
Not with each other.
I say it's all the house. What's the House Durak?
Thunderer.
Kandarak is his
Kandarak.
house.
Yeah.
Talk to him first. It was him. It was his schemes. He knew how to get into the vault. Talk to him first.
Enough, Axel. So, Armory moves over to the chair.
No, I shout at him and say, come talk to me first. Come talk to me.
I'll talk to you fine from here.
And I'll start rattling the cage doors. Say, come on. You want a piece of this? I've got stuff to tell you. I don't care about any of this lot.
Rakim, leave us. I wish to talk to him alone.
Oh, bye.
So the mercenary ascends a ladder and shuts the hatch. You hear the locking mechanism engage, but this time the lights stay on. So, Axel, let's start with you. Would you like to tell me why? This family has been good to you. You've been with us for what, 18 months, 2 years now? This is your second vessel?
To be honest, it doesn't feel that long.
Is this just a heist, or is this, as the captain believes, some terrorist threat against House
They didn't
Miranda?
tell me much. They just gave me money to help them find
Who,
a way around.
Axel?
The dwarf. He was the
So-
brains, as far as I can tell.
Kundarak. What's your name?
I am Kingsman.
And your
If I go
part
Scottish,
in
it'd be
this
bloody.
escapade. Your part in this escapade.
I'm a simple priest for the house.
Yes, our bursar says that you convinced him of your simple priesthood, but I think most of you have more than meets the eye. So I have no desire to torture you. I have no desire to kill you. I leave that to others. Captain Otto is- Captain Otto is more ruthless than I am.
They
Anything
must
that
be so
threatens his
much
vessel
money.
threatens him. Hakeem is a sadist. You have the opportunity to talk to me, man to man. Make me understand what this is about.
I think we should metagame here for a second. You might as well tell him about the mechanical spiders, and that wasn't our intention. But we don't know what the hell that was. We were looking for something specific. You don't have to tell him what we were looking for, but you can say we were looking for something specific, and it wasn't that. And
He's going to want to know what you're talking about.
yeah, but we don't have to tell him. It's not,
I
we
could
could tell him.
I was thinking about potentially storing a charm person spell in my ring.
Okay,
Put him to sleep.
Maybe an acquaintance.
maybe.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to put him to sleep?
No, not this time. I
Okay.
think I've found the errors of my ways.
Steve, he doesn't have keys on him, does he?
He doesn't appear to have keys.
No.
The mask.
Yeah, but we've got.
So, talk to me. Tell me a story.
3 bears.
Yeah.
I'm deciding what amount of detail to put in.
I mean, you could act like we were just chancers. You know, we weren't looking for something specific. We just were trying to make our name for ourselves by robbing this massive ship. You know, and potentially getting some treasure out of it and blah blah blah. And we saw this chest and it looked like it was the best thing in the vault, so we opened it, and unfortunately it let these things out, and we don't know what the bloody hell they are.
The spiders weren't our doing.
He probably don't know about the spiders.
What spiders?
Oh, okay.
That's what I said. Like, you want to start
So-
the beginning.
We have been nicknamed the Alphabet Gang. not our choice. And we were sent here to see how much money we could get as part of the kind of competition.
So who are your backers?
Some people back at the previous town. Where
Who?
it was.
The previous town is Shan. Who?
Sean.
Koramar, Dask,
Don't tell
one
him
of
the
the
real
houses.
ones. Don't tell him the real ones.
You have a dragon mark. I know you are
Mm.
affiliated. Otherwise, that would have been destroyed, and you've been treated as outcast. And what spiders?
Was it? What was it?
House Tarasco is the house from which you want to take the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so we were looking for a particular item, sent here to retrieve a particular item from House Tarasco. And
It's getting specific.
we
now.
thought it was going to be in the vault. Bursa led the way, and we opened a container which we believed was the item we were told to retrieve, and a bunch of spiders came out. They have since gone into the ship after attacking us, but they went into some of out into the ship.
So you went into the
Because-
vault to retrieve something from a House Durasco chest.
Yes.
So the
That's the
House
first I've heard
Durasco
of
chest that was on the floor, you're saying contained these spiders?
Spiders.
Mechanical spiders.
Mechanical
Mechanical
spiders.
spiders.
So
Which
what
actually
item were you after?
a different item, not we just
Some
for
shit
a
up.
particular
Sounds
item.
like a crown of.
Yeah, jewels.
A gem.
Yeah, golden balls or
Golden balls.
The gem of the house.
Family jewels.
So
yeah.
we have investigated the vault, and what you say rings true to an extent. There was a House Durasco chest. There was a strange metallic cylinder also laying next to it.
That's the thing. So there were these spiders that came out and they attacked us, but they also, some of them have managed to get out into the ship, and they were nasty little buggers.
We didn't see any evidence of broken spiders in the vault.
We didn't kill that many, or maybe they've just cleaned up
That
after
was
themselves.
because there was two different types.
You're not related to
They're
it.
not related.
So out of game, you didn't kill any of the little
ones.
clockwork
Little ones.
spiders. The spiders that you killed were the spider droids, right, which the vault keeper released.
So, yes, and then you found us. We were just about to track them down and destroy them for you, but obviously you gassed me, and then I woke up in here.
So you're telling me this is a elaborate, overly complicated plot to steal something from House Durasco?
Hey, I
Yeah,
couldn't
pretty
make this
standard,
stuff
really.
up. Yeah, I couldn't make this stuff up.
Yeah. Pretty standard.
Hey,
So
if you want to go that way,
you
then
still
go.
haven't told me which item you were sent to retrieve.
It was a house gem.
Why?
Stone.
Yeah, the king's stone, because I am king's mum.
Okay.
It's an
And
ancient
who are your
elephant in your
backers?
house.
Armouring! Seriously, I wouldn't have gone in with him if I'd known this was their plan.
What did you
Who are
say?
your backers?
No, because we're
House
after-
Lannister. They're very
House
not very
Lannister.
well
Yeah.
known. Not very well known at all.
It was one of the criminal organisations in.
Which one?
Didn't give us a name.
I can't remember.
Just say we weren't. We weren't.
Yeah, it's
told
anonymous,
names. Just
yeah.
say it was all done through.
It's confidential liability.
Code.
What race were they?
It's confidential.
Say with a warforged.
You trap one inside.
Oh, but it could be a messenger, I suppose, couldn't it? Just say it was done through messengers. We never
Yeah.
met any.
No. We'll just do it and see what happens. They were halflings.
Boromar.
There you go.
Boromar.
Oh. Boromar.
Did you not write that down?
I've got notes all over the place about different things.
The contact you had.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Lily
Clan
Boromar.
Yes. Okay.
Baggins, I think they were called.
So, you've been employed by House Clan Boromar to steal a device from Jarasco.
Yes.
This is nothing.
I'll write this down.
This is nothing political by one of the other houses. Why? From a personal point of view, why are you, House Kundarak representative, decided to get involved in this scheme?
Yeah, I'm not exactly a representative of House Conjurer. I am from House Conjurer.
Are you a current agent in their employ?
Yes, but not for this. Not with the rest of the houses here.
So your presence here, your participation in this failed mission, has nothing to do with House Kundarak.
Correct.
So how did you find your way upon the vessel?
We
If
snuck
not using their contacts to get you here.
we snuck aboard.
How?
Can I just relay the whole
Very
story?
sneakily.
We did the mask. We've sent here, so we had to
So
wait on.
you'd
we
get
were
to
on
tell
the-
him that whole
Well,
story.
we had enough of it now. It was just.
He seems like a good guy.
Story.
You know, let's just spill the beans.
So that takes about half an hour, 40 minutes to go back to. It was a cool night in ancient Greece type story. And you get to the present day where you find yourselves behind bars, although not locked, in the belly of a vessel. Okay.
It's our first mission. God damn it!
Other than making an entertaining story for my grandchildren.
Everyone can hear the clanging coming from my cells. I'm headbutting the door.
Other than making an entertaining story for my grandchildren, I don't think that series of unfortunate events could in any way, shape or form have been made up. I believe your story.
Thank you very much. But it is a series of unfortunate events because we now have these spiders.
That is a worrying part. My captain has decided that we will continue this voyage. We entered Cyre airspace 3 hours ago. So we are now over a zone of unknown magic, unknown origin and unknown content. These spiders, whatever they are, to me sound like they was only placed here for one reason: sabotage.
How's Durasco?
And that you have been the patsies in this play so far, were there as the unwitting people who released this.
I was just going to say the same thing.
I need to talk to the captain.
I think you need to search House Durasco.
Can I, as a rat, sneak onto you and follow you out?
You can start to move out of the cell.
Yeah.
So he stands up, pushes his chair away, starts to make his way towards the ladder as you scurry across the floor. As it happens, you start to hear loud explosions.
What do we do?
Because of the cell you're in and the room made entirely of metal, it shakes and you get knocked prone. He takes a couple of staggering steps back, grabs the edge of the table and looks round in puzzlement and real worry. When all of a sudden, bursting through the floor, comes this massive ballista bolt. And this is 15 feet long, 2 feet wide. It pierces him through the middle and impales him on the ceiling.
Oh.
So you see this from your cells, you see this from the floor where you are. What peels off from the blister bolt are 2 of these clockwork creatures. One moves towards the hatch, starts climbing the ladder and smashing into the hatch to try and get out. The other one comes over to the cell, we'll say your cell door is nearest, grabs the cell and tries to yank the door open and fails, but as he lets go you can see that the bars have been crushed in his grip. He leans down towards you and just starts growling, looking you square in the eye,
Jeez.
and then snorts. And all of you notice that as he snorts, from his face, from the breathing gills, come this faint yellow ochre mist that you've all seen before. And it was for me to remind you. in
The
case you don't
guy,
remember,
the clockwork guy.
the clockwork guy who gave you the mission in the first place. And we'll take a break there.
Oh.
No, man.
Oh dear.
We failed.
Cup of tea. Cup of tea.
Had my whole thing there, getting out, then the door open.
So picking up where we left off, the brawler, the marine, releases the bars of the cage, stalks off into the centre of the room. The one that's at the top of the ladder gives one mighty thump on the underside of the hatch, and you see it burst open, and it disappears up it quickly. The one in the centre of the room turns, looks up, sees that there is now a way out, and scurries off super fast, ascends the ladder, and he's gone. And all of you start to hear sounds of battle and cries and shouts from above. What do you want to do?
I'll open the door to my cell.
Yep.
Search him, he might have keys on him.
Well, he's up on the ceiling at the moment, isn't
Okay, so you pull the door open and walk in, and the
Yeah.
size of this ballista bar has basically just eviscerated him. So
Okay.
where he's been impaled to the ceiling, he's slowly starting to break off into two halves and fall to the
That's
floor.
a shame. I was gonna.
I thought he was
Keep him
alright as
alive.
well.
Yeah.
That's really
He's
good.
dead.
Right.
So there's a big hole in the
Instant
floor.
death.
I'll use my gauntlets and open up Axel.
Do you want to search the body?
Well, I'll search the body first, then just in case there are keys.
There are keys.
Yeah. I use the keys to get Axel out
Yeah.
first.
Okay.
But
Now you're going to make him pick the rest of the locks.
yeah. Is he out?
As
They all,
penance.
the keys work.
The keys work in every cell.
Well, I'll get more down.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Do they also open the door to the room with the stuff in?
Yep.
Fabulous.
Nice.
And all our gear apart from mine is in there.
Yeah, you still don't have your playmail.
No. Or my weapons or anything.
Is that all back in the room?
Yeah.
Well, let's head back there.
Yeah.
Random question.
Right.
Before we took a break, what was that thing that was in front of Lobo? Or is that now gone?
That thing, which is that.
I went through
Yeah.
the hatch.
So there was two of them that climbed
Yeah.
off the blister bolt that eviscerated First Mate Armoury. They've both gone up the ladder now, and that's where you can hear sounds of battle.
Okay, so we're now alone. Okay.
So you are now alone.
Right.
Dave, can you use a battle axe?
I use
Yes.
hammers, but yes, I can use
You
it.
can use a battle.
Well, you
Yeah.
can have the battle axe and the shield then.
Okay, thank you.
You can have a hero point for that.
Well done.
Do we record them somewhere?
Yes, on your little card that I gave you.
No, I recorded them in the notes section.
Just as good.
Yay. Is that a plus one, as in on top of the 3 I've still got? Because I haven't spent any.
If you haven't spent any, you should have 5.
Oh, okay.
Because
I thought it was
it's-
3 for some reason.
Every level, it's what does it sound like?
So is that 6 then?
At each level, the player's hero points are reset to 3 plus a half.
Character
Yeah,
level.
3 plus
Character
half the
level.
character.
Oh, right, okay.
So you're at 4th level, so you get 2 for that, plus 3 is 5.
got the card somewhere.
So you've now got 6.
Oh, nice, my bag.
Sorry, normal service will resume.
You could use one. I could use one to get out of the cell.
Yeah.
Well done.
Never mind.
Please give him a high five. I feel sorry for him now.
We did that earlier when we made our first rolls and they were both rubbish.
Was there anything else of importance in that other room with the sewage thing?
Just your
Okay.
Okay.
Just your equipment.
Yeah, it's just our gear.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
All it is just another 2 cells. But
They're
because
both plus
there was
one.
only the 6 of you,
Oh, really?
Yeah, both
Oh.
plus 1.
Cool.
because there's only the 6 of you and there's 8 cells, they just put your equipment in the oven. That's all.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you want to do next?
I'm going to still be in that.
Leg it up.
attached as
Leg it
well,
up
so-
the.
I don't think so.
I want to say stairs, but it's a ladder.
It's a ladder.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you move towards the ladder, you again hear,
Yeah.
and this time from a lot closer, more explosions and screeching of metal tearing, and things being rended apart, and large machinery disintegrating into bits. You feel the ship sort of suddenly drop, almost like in turbulence, as it loses elevation. And you can now feel, because you're at the front of the vessel, you can now feel that the nose is beginning to drop.
Oh god.
Can you make me an intelligence check, please? And you make me an intelligence check with advantage.
Oh, 9.
Lucky it's advantage, isn't it? Oh, it's freaking
Oh, my maths then.
crap anyway. 9.
21.
15.
Okay, so from your experience, you know the vessel is now descending. From your summations, based on your intelligence, you realise the boat is probably going down, crash landing.
I want to go get something from my room.
Okay, so you're going to climb the ladder?
I'll go first.
Right, so this is where we're now going to put on the 90-minute timer. You have, in real life, 90 minutes to make it off of this vessel
Okay.
before it hits the ground.
Okay.
I think first you need to go get something from your room. He needs to go back to the room we're in to get stuff.
Then we chose a house to Rasco's room.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Let's,
What, to get the thing still?
And then you
Yeah,
need to
does that
find
even
a way
exist?
off.
Yeah.
Huh?
And then you need to find a way off of the
Well, what
vessel.
we do is, as it's about to crash, we just jump in the air.
Yeah.
Just step off.
Yeah.
just like Bugs Bunny.
So if you remember from the introduction,
There's lifeboats,
Yeah.
lifeboats.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
and
That's
they're
what
in
we-
the
that's what we-
greenhouse.
So I transformed into a big flying thing to carry me. So I've still got a few.
We could just fashion parachutes out
Yeah.
of
The,
bed
life,
linen.
the lifeboat's going to be magical flying lifeboats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they weren't, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, like, they only work
They
on
just
water.
Abandoned ship, abandoned ship.
You could be an eagle, for example.
Yeah. Because I fit everyone on me as an eagle.
Probably not,
Okay.
because it's I don't know. Well, then again, you changed into a bear and you changed into a mouse, so you could be like a griffin. And you could have one.
I think you'll be alright. You could,
Right,
you
yeah.
could
I'll just
definitely
fly
shift
it.
into a bird.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could be an eagle easy enough.
So if there wasn't, if we couldn't get as many people on the lifeboat, I could take whoever.
Is that your hero point?
Hmm? That's a hero.
Yeah.
I've eaten all my hero points. I'm like,
Okay, so let me know when you get on the timer, though.
Started.
Right, do you want to reset it and then we'll go?
Thank
It's
you.
only a few seconds up. You've got 1 hour 28 minutes.
We'll reset. Okay, we'll do it till 10:30. Okay. Right. So you get to the top of the ladder. At the top of the ladder, you can see there are 2 guards already down and dead, and Sergeant Rakeen lying there, completely bloodied and beaten. He gestures to you.
I'll go and see what he wants.
That way. They went that way. Stop them. They're ripping the engines to pieces. We'll drop like a stone. And he points off further along the engine room, and you can hear sounds of screeching metal being torn to pieces from that direction.
Yeah.
is that where we're going anyway?
Yes.
We get past them.
Cool.
I think we should destroy him.
I say to him, "Don't worry, I will avenge you
I can't,
if I can be bothered."
He dies with a Mona Lisa smile on his face.
I can't up the ladder and say, oh, thank God that bastard's dead.
Okay.
I'll climb out then as well. Yep.
Right, we'll see you all at the top of the ladder.
Yeah.
Yep.
Please
Where do you want to go
first.
now?
Should we go to engine room?
You need to get your stuff, don't you, Dave?
I know.
Well, if you've given me the axe and the shield, I'm okay apart from armour.
Yeah, I was going to say you at least need to get armour.
Yeah, but if we're
Is that our room on the way to where the engines are?
if the ship is gonna fall down the
There's several
sky,
levels
and
up.
these robots are
If I have a
tearing the
mending
place
spell,
apart.
could I mend the engine? Or is it far too big
Ooh.
a damage? Because I do have mending.
It might
Bunch
slow
of spells.
it might slow the problem
Yeah.
if we can
Yeah.
distract them off. Yeah, I mean it's a
Yeah.
it's a good idea as any. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your room, just for information, is 1 level above
Mm.
where the forest is.
So, and we're 2 levels below that.
Mhm.
Or 3 levels, several levels below.
Several levels below that.
I'm honestly not worried about going back to my room for armour if
If you get close to the mark.
if we end up being nearby, I might pop in, grab it. Otherwise, let's
In the
deal with
area.
the threat.
What's your dexterity modifier?
It
0.
won't matter. Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm a dwarf.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What's your current AC?
Is 13.
Okay, then. Never mind.
Okay, onwards.
Unfortunately, I don't have any armour you can borrow because I've got none. I don't wear it.
Just out of character, this Drasco fella, I presume he's going to be running around somewhere on ship
With his stuff.
with his
Trying to
thing.
get off.
Yeah.
So,
Panic.
Are we sure that thing was even real?
I mean,
We only have the word of the people that employed us, and so far it looks like that was just a ploy to get us
Get
to accidentally
spiders,
release the
yeah.
spiders.
To cause him more damage.
Yeah, but the spiders were released from inside House Durasco's thing.
Yeah, which they.
So they would have to have been. You have to be working for House Durasco in the first place, but that's not who you're working for.
No, but I mean,
that's the thing. Because
that
you
was the
get
people we
two
were stealing from, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very loud explosions from quite close, and again the ship
Come on,
rocks
we'll go and find
and
it.
loses some more altitude.
Ooh.
I think we should head towards the engine room.
And I should repair a bit if I can.
Yeah. I'm going to do a perception check, see who I can see, where we are. If I can try and find this Drasco guy.
He's not here.
He's-
Let's go and find the guys.
Jumped.
We got these other things pulling the engines to pieces.
Yeah.
Let's go and kill them, and then we'll go and find the stuff that House Durasco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got an hour and a half before we fall out of the
Okay.
sky.
Yeah.
Fine.
If we
So
hit the ground anyway, we might fall out of the sky more quickly.
you, yeah,
Mm.
you move forwards in the engine room. You retrace your steps towards the vault. After about 120 feet, you can hear loud bang, 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 tear. And you can see flashes of electricity and fire as obviously something just ahead of you is being ripped to pieces. Can you flatten all the walls on that map for me and take the doors off? Lovely. And then just use all of the single pieces to make a larger square. That's fine. Okay.
God, it's like one of those puzzles.
Yeah.
Right. So this is a fairly dark space. So we'll say you're quite close before you see it. Base on there, that'll do.
Ooh.
Okay.
Interesting.
So just up ahead of you, you can put yourselves on the edge of the map. Just up ahead of you. We'll say this is the edge of one of the engines. You see the two Marines that came busting through into the cells. So you didn't say he was moving stealthily,
No, I'm legging it towards them.
so we'll go straight into initiative.
Oh, yeah.
Take it, that was a good roll, was it?
That was a natural 20,
Oh,
Steve.
nice.
5.
For a total of 23.
A clean 20.
19 plus 2.
Oh, I wish I'd rolled that on attack instead, though.
Yeah, we're going to get that tomorrow. Dirty 20.
I got a clean.
He said that to me the other day. You're like,
I got an angelic 20.
I've got a dirty 21.
I forget what we were talking about. I think I was talking. Yeah, I was telling him about what happened the last time we played it. And he said, "Did you roll any 20?" I said, "No, you're joking." He said, "Did you roll any dirty 20s, Dad?" Thank you, Alex. Jim was looking at him. Right.
She can watch the video.
Yeah.
I'm going to run up and attack
No.
one of them.
What did you get?
Oh, 23.
Hey,
Total.
21.
Kingsman.
18.
That's a good formation to me.
Yeah, do that.
Swiddow.
13.
Noella.
5.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh, you're there.
And Maylor.
19 plus 2.
So far back of the up.
Am I in the front?
It's a dirty 21.
Dirty 21.
Why are you at the front? Relax. You've got a hammer. There you go. You can be the second one. I'll be bringing up the
Okay.
Lobo.
I will rage powers activate.
Yep.
And I will run up to within 15 feet and try and attack one.
Okay. Roll tip for me, please.
I'm going in reckless style because that's the way I roll. I'll get it roll. No, I didn't. Oh, god damn it. Okay, I'm gonna guess that a 13 doesn't hit them.
13 doesn't hit. So you swing. You underestimate the distance between you and the creature, and your hook scrapes down the side of the engine that they're currently ripping apart.
Oh no, I've helped them. I've helped them instead of hurting.
Axel. Maylor, you're next.
Okay. I have redone my spells before this fight, if that's okay.
Okay. I'll let you.
Alright. Because I realised I hadn't done it before I had chance
Shoot the
to.
whip. Oh no, thanks, Steve.
Right. What's it?
Some horses.
Did you have the music on?
Yeah, it's been on the whole time.
Yeah,
but
I thought I had heard it.
I just stopped it because I wanted to switch it up a bit.
Some dubstep.
We do, mate.
I'm going to take my pouch of 1,000 ball bearings and roll it.
Yeah.
Fling them all over there.
Okie dokie.
So that one,
Okay.
I'm opening it first.
Yep.
Just lobbing the pouch.
Yep. So you rolled it across the floor, so he's now stood
Yeah, let's go back a
on
bit.
the space containing
Yes.
1,000 ball bearings. So we've had 1,000 ball bearings previously.
Okay.
It was
Trapped
in
in a
the
moonbeam.
in the house. Yeah. One of my least favourite encounters. That one.
Battle music.
It was the doorways, weren't it? They put it in the
Yeah.
Chris put it in the doorway, and then every time the zombie shuffled up to the pinch
Yeah.
point and fell over, there was like 5 characters waiting the other side of the door. And
Yeah.
That sounds like a good plan.
next up, Maylor.
Okay. I would like to cast Hideous Laughter
Okay.
at one of the one that I possibly directly in front of me that's near Lobo.
What's the range?
It's 30 foot.
You need to move up.
I do need to. Yeah, I'll move
There.
up first. Thank you.
Alright, so Tasha's hideous laughter. Yeah.
Yep. I
What's
will-
your spell DC?
It is a Wisdom 13 check.
Okay. It's gonna be close. Okay, so was it the one with the ball bearings?
No.
No.
So the other one. So the other one, you cast a spell. You see the telltale glow of magical energy leave your hands and appear in a halo around his head. He then doubles over, laughing uncontrollably,
Oh wow.
which just looks completely incongruous with this hulking metal and wood creature stood there now, laughing.
Excellent. Okay.
Anything else you want to do? So that's him. You need to tell me when I get
which
my
one?
side, the one on the right hand side.
There's someone left it with ball bearings.
Falling prone, becoming incapacitated and able to stand
Nothing
for the
until he
duration.
Incapacitated.
Yeah, he's prone.
Yes. A creature with an intelligence score
Prone.
of 4 or less isn't affected.
Is it prone or incapacitated?
It falls prone and becomes incapacitated.
Okay, so for now we'll just put that one on.
Ooh, new stuff.
Ooh, new one. Prime.
Prone. Okay.
Lucky Steve.
I've got an incapacitated one. I didn't think we'd get to that.
At the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, the target can make another wisdom saving throw. The target has advantage on the saving throw if it's triggered by damage. On a success, the spell ends. So, I will stay in my. I will stay in my position. I won't.
Okay.
Well, I've already moved, so
you
I
won't
won't
use the rest of
I
your
won't,
move.
won't,
You
yeah.
can move a bit more, but not much.
Yeah, I'll stay where I am.
Okay, Dave, Kingsman.
I will cast Bless on Lobo, Swidow, and are you attacking by hand or are you kind of just moving out of the way?
No, I started here. I've moved forwards. I will be attacking.
Oh,
You will be attacking.
sorry.
Okay, then.
Oh,
Awesome.
You have too many medallions now.
Yeah.
I thought it said bleeding.
Yeah, so did I for a minute. I was worried.
This is blessed.
You've now.
I only saw BL.
Oh,
I
it's
thought,
got a
and
wing
because
on
it's
it.
got a skull, I thought it said blinded. I was going to be like, oh my
yeah.
god.
To blessed go and what's on the back is Bane.
Oh, okay, cool.
But that's why you need 3 because I can.
Yes, that's why I did 3. Yeah.
David uses hula hoops.
And
for,
who else?
Yeah.
What does Bless do again?
got a little wing.
Yes.
That will
Protection.
give you.
1d4
Yep. What is it?
to attack and saving throws.
Yeah. So. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. What's that? You can roll an extra 1d4
And add it to your
as
attack
an
or
attack roll or saving throw.
Nice.
It's every turn.
And it's every turn, so it's 1 minute to 10 rounds.
Okay.
Can I borrow that? Just
Yep.
to read it. I still can't remember.
It adds 1d6 to the same things.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Then that also states that we only reset though, because I used all mine up last session. So it's
Yeah,
not,
but you've
doesn't-
had a long rest since then.
No, it's
Oh no, it's
only
level, isn't it?
per
Sorry.
level. Yeah.
And you didn't level after last session,
Yeah.
which is why you haven't got any.
So first action is to bless those 3.
Mhm.
Second action is bonus action is to cast spiritual weapon.
Yep.
And
Do you want a marker?
if you've got one, if not, I've got a dice.
He's well on form today, isn't he? He's got new little things.
I've got a new little marker.
Oh, bollocks.
What
I'll take it back. He's off form.
the other plan we've got, if you want some of your own merch, is we're going to turn your skulls into t-shirts.
Yeah.
So brand of badges merch. And then you can have your own raging t-shirt.
Because on the back, it's a little.
Oh, no.
Just because I had to have something to put on the back. So
I'll show you my t-shirt tomorrow and put that on the here as well.
there you go.
Is that your picture, Steve?
Hey?
Is that your picture?
I downloaded the skull and then the other stuff was drawn on. I've made Dave a zombie one as well.
Cool. And that is 1d8 damage plus my
Oh, you need to roll,
Spellcasting
you need to roll to
ability.
hit.
yeah, oh yeah. 15.
Missed. Just.
That's
So
okay.
you conjure
I
a
got
hammer.
10 plus 1.
Ah.
Conjure a hammer.
Yep.
It swings.
Yep.
Clear over the guy's head.
Okay. I'll bring it down next time. I've got the sizing right.
Yeah.
It's because my just
Wrong angle.
yeah.
Do you want to move?
No, I stay where I am at the moment.
Okay. Next up is me. So the first thing I need to do is a saving throw for Tasha's laughter because I get it on my turn.
Beginning or the end of the turn? It's not doing
At the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage.
It's not doing anything else, is it?
No, it's not. So I'll just make a check for him. Still fails, still laughing.
Yeah.
So then the other one starts to move towards Lobo, and as he does
Spiritual
so,
weapon is
DC
right in
10
front.
save.
it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's an incorporeal object, so it doesn't need to move through that space.
DC 10
Dexterity.
dexterity save.
16 on the dice.
Oh well.
Can you move me up to where Lobo is, please? Okay, so he goes to punch you twice. Lobo. First one is an 18 armor class,
Yeah, it hits.
and the second one.
Whoops.
cocked. That's a natural 20.
Clean 20.
Clean 20. So you
You've also got
take
your 1d4 for make you're blessed.
20 damage.
Half.
Halved. Oh, well, I rolled really crap on
I can take that, Steve. That's all right. Thanks for that. Nice one.
so 10 damage total. Okay.
I shout back. They don't hit very hard.
Swillow,
Well, I hear that.
gonna barrel straight in.
So I'll go straight.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then what I'll do as a bonus action is I will use Fighting Spirit. You can give yourself advantage on weapon attack rolls until the end of the current turn.
Okay.
You give yourself temporary hit points, and that's. This is 5.
Okay. So you get 5 temporary hit points,
Right,
and you get advantage on your attack.
right. And 5. Okay. Right. 21
Hits.
plus. Okay.
You want to roll that again because
Yep.
you have got advantage just in case you roll a natural 20.
No, 7.
It's always worth doing.
Yeah. Jeez. 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Okay, so you bring your gauntleted, double-handed sword straight down and strike a big arc across his chest. That did damage.
Cool.
Next up, Noella.
I imagine they're wearing some form of metal armour, aren't they?
They are
What's
they are
the-
made
They
of
are metal.
panels of metal and
Okay.
wood.
Could I use heat metal on one of them?
You can.
For 2d8?
Do I get a saving throw or anything against that?
Don't think so. There's nothing there, is there? Anything there, so.
Steve's going, it's happening again.
Sending the robots to be melted. I don't think I do because it's just a yeah. Because I remember you doing this as Bard.
Yeah. No, there is no saving.
No saving throw.
Right, 2d8 damage. Then.
If a creature is holding or wearing the object, it takes the damage from it. The creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or drop the object.
Oh, but it can't drop
It
the
has to
object if
be
it's
five
part of
attack
it.
rolls and
It's like
ability
metal
checks
that
until
I think
starting,
this is very familiar.
Oh, let you have
Tactic
to
is
2d8
laughter,
damage.
and
That's a
metal.
D8.
yeah.
That's
It's
his name.
the
It's like,
yeah.
did you
That one
start
diamond?
training there on the sly?
And him.
Yeah.
4 for the first one,
Yeah.
and 2 for the one after. So that's
Okay,
6.
which one are you doing? The one
Uh,
laughing or the one standing?
the barbarian one.
The
one.
barbarian.
Yeah.
The one that's attacking.
Yeah.
How much? Sorry.
It was 6 in total.
6 in total. Yep. Just the paradox.
Next time you're going to make them made of plastic, aren't you?
Yes. Logo, you're up.
Right, I will attempt to attack again. I'll recklessly attack again.
Okay.
And I'll get an 18 plus 7. Does that hit?
That hits. Do you want to roll your d4 as well, just to make sure?
No. I'm doing it club style. So it's 1d10. Oh, it's not too bad. 14 damage.
You hit a mighty thwack across his jaw. You actually break some of the metal away on his head. Good hit. Axel.
I step up, draw my swords. Well, that would have been drawn already. I'll just walk up into the fight and then draw. Let's attack that one. With the one sword, that misses. And with the other sword, I also miss.
Okay.
But with style.
And then I step back, disengaging.
Okay. Maylor.
I would like to cast a chromatic orb at the one that's attacking Lobo.
Okay.
So it's I have to roll for it, and it's +5, so hit DC.
Just to choose one.
So natural 20.
Don't even bother, Steve. Just
Away you go. Where are all these promised ones?
Promised ones?
Yeah,
Or
promised
is it in
ones.
I don't know. I think that was last time. Anyway.
You got it at your system.
Yes. So that's 3d8.
So what chromatic? What
If it's
does
my
it do?
It is. Well, it can be any of my any sphere of acid, cold, fire, or lightning, or
Yeah.
poison.
So which one are you going to choose?
I would like to choose acid.
Okie
Makes
and-
sense.
And obviously, yeah. So that's 3d8. So,
Okay.
thanks. So, I'll yeah,
Yeah, just do it 3 times.
yeah. I'll do that one. So 7, 3, 10, and 7. So 17 points of damage.
17 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so you throw the chromatic orb at the creature. It splashes open, a spray of prismatic colour across his chest, and then this horrible burning starts pitting the metal across his armour plating. Steam is coming off, and then the whole front sheet of the armour just drops away. Unfortunately, it's the sheet that Noella was heating at the time.
How convenient!
But it just falls away to the floor, and we'll say no more of that.
And it was never mentioned again.
But I will allow you to reduce his armour class.
Okay. Great.
Oh dear.
Next up, Kingsman. Is heat metal concentration spell?
I don't know what that means.
Has it got a
The
little C, is it?
against it.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, see.
Okay, so you can just move it next time.
Oh,
To
okay.
another
Oh, fabulous.
Panel.
another panel.
Oh, that's good.
I'll cast Aid. I'm making it work for us, Dave. Aid on Lobo. I can do 3, so it's Lobo,
Yeah, I know.
Swido.
I've got 3 tokens.
and Axe.
What does aid do?
Aid will
Gives you
give
10
you
hit points.
increased hit points by 5.
Alright,
So
okay.
5 extra
Right.
bonus hit points.
Does it make you
So I'll
positive?
leave that.
Oh my god.
There's a thing on the there's a thing on the side of your hit points for putting temporary ones.
So
Yeah,
who have you
yeah.
given temporary hit points to?
Lobo, Swido, and Axel.
Okay, so don't bother doing Swido because Swido's giving himself temporary hit points and they
Yeah,
don't
to
stack.
the end.
Oh, okay.
To the end of the round, but yeah. So
Then who's that? Malor.
Malor, yeah.
Right, you.
Cool. Temporary
So-
hit points.
Yeah, next to the normal hit points, you can record the temporary ones. It's the
Alright.
TMP.
It lasts for 8 hours.
And then when you take damage,
Yeah.
it guns off those first.
So how many temporary points?
but it also increases your current hit points by 5.
5.
As well. Is it?
Yeah, it goes on to your current, I think.
Yeah. so it's-
Each target's hit point maximum.
So you get 5 current and 5 temporary.
hit point maximum and current hit points increase by 5 for 8 hours.
Oh, maximum.
And current.
Yeah, I get you. So yeah, it's probably not worth putting your maximum.
Well,
on
yeah, but I think if you just put it on the 5, but that means you've now got, rather than leave it, just put the 5 back there and put that back down to 50. But it means that any damage comes off of those 5 first.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah. It's like in Halo. when
That's
you
what
got
I
that
did.
shield.
It was just only one.
Nice. Undeadified. Yeah, I love it. So your first customer. There you go.
That's 100 quid.
$14.99. Handling for from all good stockists. And in fact, Amazon are doing it now as well.
What?
You uploaded your design, and then you can go onto it and you can choose what type of clothing item or whatever you want. So they can put it on a mobile phone case,
Teespring.
and then you get the money.
That's a t-shirt maker. That
T-Mill.
does say.
T-Mill is one of
okay.
them. I've already set up an account with them, but Amazon are doing it now on whatever you can print.
So, Jeff,
It's got more counters on him than anything.
So Mr. T with all his
Bling bling.
yeah medallions.
Here's a question: can you stack the hero point dice and the blessed dice?
Yes. Because it's different sources. So it was Jeff, Maylor, and
Axel.
Yeah. So
And bonus action, I cast Shield of Faith
Yeah.
on Lobo.
He's gonna get another thing.
So a shimmering force field appears and surrounds.
It's +2 to your
Lobo.
AC, isn't it?
Great. Yep. +2 to your armor class 4. Up to 10 minutes.
Right, but is that a concentration
It
spell?
is a concentration.
So does that mean that the spiritual weapon goes?
Let me check.
Okay.
Spiritual weapon is not concentration. No, it's evocation, not concentration.
There's no C against it.
Bless.
Yeah. And aid, actually.
Oh Jesus.
No, not blade. Not blade.
Not
Blade.
Not aid.
Alright, so do you want to rethink that then?
Okay, I'll keep that as it is. So we won't do Shield of Faith.
Yeah.
Um,
So you can use your bonus action to attack with your spiritual weapon.
Move the spiritual weapon.
yeah.
Roll
So
to
move
it.
and dush.
And douche.
Missed.
Oh, hang on. What does the armor class gone down? What is it?
It's 11.
You do miss,
But not by much.
but not by much. My go. So this is my saving throw for Tasha's. That's a 16 on the first roll, and I do get advantage, so I passed. So he stands up, takes no further action this round because it's the end of his turn, and the other one attacks Jeff twice.
So there's a big thing in front of
Oh,
him.
Steve, don't
That's-
forget you get advantage.
So that's 19 with the first attack
Yep,
on the
that hits.
dice. That's 26, and only a 15
That misses.
on the second. So you take
Even naked, I've got a 16 armor class.
6 points of damage reduced to 3.
Oh God! I don't think I can take much more of this. Ooh.
Next up, we have
Especially when it
Swiddo.
don't do it.
So those gone.
Oh, what the hell?
0. Cool. Same thing. Just attack him. Miss.
What did you hit?
I tried to hit.
You rolled a
It's-
natural
No,
one.
what did
One.
you? Sorry, rolled one.
One.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you swing. You're a quite tight packed area there.
Oh.
So can you roll me a second attack, please?
Sorry.
Warning, if you hit me, I'm going to take you scrap.
19.
24.
That,
Sorry,
so
25.
unfortunately, you swing around, completely miss
Oh,
the creature you was aiming for, but on your follow through, you hit Lobo square in the chest.
Oh, he's-
Can you roll
oh.
damage for me, please? Is 19 a crit for you?
No.
No?
No.
No,
Nothing's
no,
on there.
no.
At some point with fighter, 19 is critical.
Okay. That's 11 points of damage.
Yeah, that's alright.
So reduced to 5.
Why did it have to be that way around?
Because you could have hit someone squishy and probably killed them.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me?
Because you're. Oh no, you're not there. Oh, that's where you were.
Yeah, I am. I'm quite well, I'm reason.
Okay, so that's Swiddo, Noella to finish the round.
I want to use Produce Flame and hurl like a fireball. Whichever one's
I wondered
weakest.
why. Yeah, I
Okay,
wondered
don't
why
forget
when I'm minus
you can
3
still move
before.
your heat metal.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's
49.
That's still active.
Yeah, so I'll move the heat metal onto
It was
another
mucking about
section
with the
of
temporary
the
hit points.
thing,
Okay.
and I'll throw a fireball at him as well.
Well, it'd be an action to reset heat metal.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so if you want to do that, roll your 2d8 damage. But then you'd only be able to use a bonus action.
Oh, okay. Let's do that. Oh, what's that one? Is that 2?
2.
Yeah, 2. And a 6.
Six.
So
So
it's
8 damage. So you start heating his knee joint. It's glowing cherry red. It's damaging him, but he's still standing. Taking that, flaming arrows in. Anything else you want to do?
I don't think I've got any bonus actions. Oh, there's 2 up in mine there.
Yeah, you don't have any bonus
Not
actions.
exactly.
Okay, do you want to move anywhere?
No, I think I'm alright where I am actually. Most of my
Okay.
stuff's quite.
Right, top of the
range.
round, Lobo.
I will hit him again.
Yep.
reckless attack.
Don't forget to add your D4 as well.
If I need to. Yeah, I do. I might do both actually. So that's 13. I hit him.
You did.
19.
Okay, so you don't need to use your.
Oh, you sure?
13 hits.
Oh, okay. I thought
Because
it wasn't
his
going to be
armor
that
class-
bad.
His armor class was reduced.
No, I just
enough.
didn't think it was going to be that bad.
Yeah, it was that bad.
Okay, and I'll smack him with the blunt end again. Oh, for 6 damage. That was bad. Rolled a 1.
How do you barely want to do this?
Oh, yeah! Well, where I already knocked a piece of his jaw off,
Yeah.
then that was that way, and then the next
Yeah.
swing back is knocks his head up and off.
Okay. So you follow through on last round's hit. You swing backwards and knock him here. The head flies off, hits the engine behind, bounces around one of the access ports that had ripped off and falls in and starts to tear the gears apart inside.
Oh dear. Didn't mean to do that.
The head is completely destroyed. The body falls backwards, flat dead on the ground.
Yes.
So there you go, Josh.
Deadified.
You get a deadified token.
There's still one left.
So
Axel.
Oh,
move
can
on.
I move to attack him for the next
can
round?
move, yeah.
As in, because I still had to move.
Thanks.
are these made out of wood and metal?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Need like heat.
Right.
Wood
my
as well.
normal sword hit?
I can.
Critical.
20.
Sorry, yeah, these are not. You
No,
need
no,
to magical weapons.
Yeah.
Did you move? Did you miss with your first attack?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll your damage.
And sneak attack.
Yes, and sneak attack. Actually, no, because Jeff hasn't attacked him yet, has he?
Doesn't have to protect him, just has to be standing next to him.
Okay.
Some
That's
damage.
10 damage. No, 12 damage. Sorry.
Great.
I don't get my strength bonus down.
So you miss with your first
Yeah.
sword strike. Your second one comes up from below and does a sort of a gut stab at him and connects solidly and does damage. However, as you miss, he ducks under your blade and does a sort of 360 spin on the ground, leaving his trailing leg out. So he's going to leg sweep you.
Is he?
He is.
Is he?
Yes, he is.
Is he?
Because he hits with a 22.
Might have hit.
Is he?
You take 5 damage. And can you roll me a saving throw, please?
A mighty 5.
Yeah, I
Might
only had
have.
5 temporary hit points.
Sorry, you don't roll a saving throw. You're now prone.
It's alright. I've got as many as you now.
Oh.
Collecting tokens. Right, Maylor.
Another chromatic orb, please,
Yep.
at the old creature.
Okay, roll a hit for me, please.
So it is a 9 plus 5, so 14.
You miss. So you cast chromatic orb. You know, it's like Hadouken.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 5. It shoots. It shoots out of your grasp. Unfortunately, it hits the engine cowling behind him. I assume you're doing
Fire.
acid again or fire. Okay, so it heats a circle of the metal cowling on the engine.
Take shit down ourselves.
Unfortunately, you missed.
So
Next
I
up,
only aim
Kingsman.
to get off anyway.
No, we've got to steal the thing.
I will cast Guiding Bolt at it.
Okay, roll a hit for me, please.
Uh, 12.
Missed.
Shit.
Okay, my go. Right, Jeff.
Oh, Spiritual Hammer.
Yeah, spiritual weapon. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can attack.
What was it? What was it? Where was it?
Roll the hit.
Eight.
Okay, so You guiding bolt directly into the centre of the superheated metal engine behind, and follow up with a nice spiritual hammer to the same spot. This engine you've done a lot of damage to it now. Right, Jeff. The marine is going to attack you. It's winding up this huge uppercut, so it reaches right down from its leg sweep that he did on Pete, and then follows through with a haymaker. And it's 18 on the dice, that's 25 to hit. You take 13 points of damage from the punch, which is halved to 6.
Yeah.
And then there is a magical force that's released from his fist, doing a further 9 points of damage that's not halved because you're not
I am.
protected from force damage.
I am. The only thing that I'm not protected from is psionics.
Really?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I'm Totem Warrior.
Okay. Then you take half of 9. So that's 4.
I laugh at him. Ha!
That's his go. Oh, sorry, it's not his go because you have to make sense.
Yeah, it's actually the last one on the list, Steve.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, force, it's right down the bottom underneath necrotic.
Can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Me?
Yeah.
Don't know, can I?
Roll D4.
And D6. So, 6, 7. Oh god, 9. All that for 9. Yeah.
Okay, rub off your hero point. So he comes up with such force, it snaps your head back, and you fall flat on your back, unconscious.
What?
I did.
Even with the saving, even with the taking less.
Yeah. It unfortunately has nothing to do with how much damage you take.
You live streaming, Pete?
Yeah.
Okay, Swidow, you're up.
Cool. I'm going to use Fighting Spirit, or I'll move up to these guys. To
Yeah.
this guy here.
Yeah.
And then use Fighting Spirit again.
How many times you get?
Camera in front of it.
I have 3 and I have 2 left in a long rest. Jeez, let me. I've got to get a reroll. That is 14. 18.
Hit.
Cool.
Roll your damage for me.
11, 15 points of damage.
Nice hit. You swing down and connect solidly with the top of his shoulder.
Nice.
You tear a large chunk out of his arm. That was a good hit.
Cool. Go on.
Next up, Noella.
Can I cast Moonbeam over the robot?
Yep. What does it do?
So it's con 13 and it casts a 40-foot high cylinder centered on point within range. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time or starts a turn there, is engulfed in ghostly flames. It causes searing pain. It must make a Constitution saving throw. It takes 10d radiant damage on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful one.
So how big is the area?
It is 5-foot radius.
Okay, so he's just centering on him.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm making a saving throw. I get advantage because it's a spell magical
Okay.
effect. And the highest number I rolled was a 6.
Okay.
So I failed. How much damage?
Just get one
So I've got to roll 2d10s.
2d10s.
So that's
Yeah.
that one. 4 and 1. 5.
5 damage. Okay, so out of nowhere, a huge beam of moonlight appears from the ceiling.
And hits the engine.
It comes straight down on top of him, and you know he glows white hot for a few seconds.
Jesus, robot.
Lobo,
I'm
saving throw for
unconscious.
me. No, you get a saving throw.
Oh, every
turn.
round or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Was it Constitution?
Yes.
13 plus 5.
Dirty 18.
A dirty 18.
You pass.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is your turn. You
Yep.
are prone. But you are awake.
I demand a prone icon thing.
You get in one. Look at you.
How many
collecting
bloody
tokens.
things?
You've got 4 tokens.
Get a Blue Peter one next. Little skull, little Blue Peter boat.
Next up, Axel.
I get up.
Okay, that's half your move.
It's alright. Then I stab it up big time.
Yeah, come on, Axel. Stab it up. Ooh, nice.
That is a. Hang on.
You get a D4 on that.
Yeah.
Do that D4 stuff. Every little helps.
Yeah, 17.
Hit.
Don't forget your sneak attack.
Yeah.
Nice. 5, 6, 5.
16. And 19.
19 damage. Okay, so that
Dirty.
really makes
That was only his first attack.
huge dent in his side. Tear
And
a
then-
large chunk of wood off.
Second
his
attack.
ribcage.
I drop the sword or something.
He doesn't hit Lobo. Don't even start
Yeah.
that, Steve.
Okay, so you get a bit cocky and you flip the dagger over and try a backhand downward strike. Miss completely, ended up stabbing Swiddo potentially in the knee. So can you roll me another attack, please?
Oh, I've got an 18 now.
It's alright. I rolled 5.
Okay.
So I disengage.
Yep. Okay. Next up, Maylor, sorry.
Yep.
You're up next.
I
So
will.
I've got that sword now over there somewhere.
I'd like to
You're like,
use a
that's for Lobo!
Lobo.
my wand of magic missiles.
Yep.
And I would like to use 2 charges.
Yep.
So that is
3.
yeah. So
3d4
so
plus
that's
3.
yeah 3 plus 1, isn't it?
Each one of them is plus 1. So it's 3 times a d4 plus 1, so it's 3d4 plus 3.
Yeah. So I get there's 3 darts plus 1 dart. So that's 4d4 plus 1.
4d4.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going to use 2 charges. 4d4 plus 4.
Yeah.
And none of these can hit the engine.
They are direct to target. So
Direct to
1,
DPD.
4,
Just hit him in the knees and he falls forwards,
2,
away from the engine.
7,
8.
and then 8. So 8 plus 4, 12 points of damage.
You unleash your 4 darts of purple energy.
They are purple now.
They are purple, full purple. They go boof, boof, boof in his chest, and like somebody taking magnum shots, he staggers backwards, but comes back still standing. He is really down and
Drop his
almost
knees.
out.
Kingsman.
Can't get
Come
to
on,
him.
Kingsman, finish him.
Can't get to him.
Spiritual weapon can.
I'll do spiritual weapon first. If it hits.
From behind.
Well, it's the only way to be taken, isn't it?
I've got a natural 1.
Okay, so unfortunately, where is it?
Well, it was next to him.
It was-
It was next to him, in front
Okay,
of him.
so the natural swing would have been towards him, and he's unfortunately going to hit Swiddo. So can you roll me a attack?
It's my turn to hit.
You want
Roll me a hit on
damage?
Swiddo. No, roll me a hit.
Roll
You
to
may not
hit.
hit him there.
Okay.
What's it?
18. Oh, okay.
No, 12.
Okay, so this spiritual weapon out of nowhere comes swinging towards your head. Fortunately, it misses. So
This is all payback.
It was like double.
I'm trying to control him. It's not going
Calm, my brother.
Anything else you'd like to do?
on.
Haven't you got a cantrip that's in range?
I do actually, yes. Sacred
Control.
Flame.
Yeah, Sacred Flame.
Is it a roll to hit or is it? Yeah.
What does it say? Roll to hit.
Flame up, yeah.
Dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Dexterity, yeah.
How much?
Got beat 13.
I have 5 on the first one, but I get advantage because it's a spell. 12 on the second. 13 dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
So 12 on the dice, 16 in total. I pass.
Do you move closer so you can get hit by someone when they roll a 1?
I will move here.
It's fun, honest.
I haven't been hit yet, so you're alright.
Okay, he recharges his knockout blow and he's going to attempt to use it on Swiddo. So he winds up a huge haymaker, same as you see him do on Lobo last round. And that's only a 13.
No. Miss. 18.
Okay, so you take a lean back and you feel this massive punch just narrowly miss your chin.
Okay.
You reckon that would have hurt if it had connected?
I can tell you it would have.
Yeah, from that. Right, so 10. I'm tempted to use the last
So
one. But
you're up. It's your go.
Yep.
He's looking pretty on his
Shocking.
last legs.
Just batter him, come on.
Knock him away
This
from
is-
the
this
engine.
is- Right, I'll use the last fighting spirit thing.
Don't knock him into the hole that's in the engine because it might
Don't
blow
forget
the
you've
whole
got D4.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, aid on you.
Let's
Bless.
just do
Bless.
Natural 20?
natural 2.
Natural 2.
This is a 0.
That is 8. And if I did, it's not gonna.
Oh,
12.
You missed.
I missed.
Okay, Noella?
Can I use the moonbeam again? Keep doing that.
It's only on the first go, isn't it?
Yeah, because he hasn't moved, so I can move it, I think. But yeah, it doesn't.
What does it say?
does it say every turn that he's...
Does it say starts their turn there?
When a creature enters spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there,
So
it
it
is
takes
involved
effect.
in
Okay,
Ghostly.
yeah.
So I can use it then, yeah? Sweet.
Do I get a saving throw at all?
Con 13.
Con 13.
Natural 1. So if no advantage, that will count that out.
But
So 2d10 damage.
2d10. Oh, 9. Is that 9?
Yeah.
3. And a 3.
How would you
12.
like to do this?
Yay!
You want to knock it out of the way of the engine.
knock it.
No. Where's
So
that
it
button?
That wasn't over. You want it to explode?
Yeah, so
Okay.
it goes.
Oh
Oh, no,
no!
it explodes, but to away from the engine. So it goes in that direction.
Okay, so you intensify the white hot
Yeah.
moonbeam coming down from the ceiling,
Yeah.
causing something to overload in his chest,
Yeah.
and he just poof, an explosion of parts and
Yeah.
fireworks, arms, legs, head, chest pieces ping
Yeah.
off in all directions. Everybody sort of dives for cover.
Yeah.
You look up and there is the final piece of him,
Yeah.
his spine, embedded into the white hot engine cowling.
Oh, no.
But
That we've
other
been
than
successfully
that, it
battering.
seems to have
Yeah.
remained intact. That is that fight over.
Let's
Yay.
move.
Ooh. Could I maybe fix the engine a bit with my mending spells? Just too
So
far?
mending will only repair
One foot,
small
isn't it?
tears and stuff like that. So you think the damage that's been done, particularly when Lobo knocked the head of the other robot into the gear transmission system, it's pretty bad.
That was class.
How long have we got?
We are now down to 40 minutes of real
40.
time. 40 minutes of real time.
Move.
Right, let's go.
Can I
Go
nick?
back to the
Can I
thing.
nick some healing from
We
someone?
run up the
I
stairs.
can heal wounds.
I have some. We have
Cures.
some potions.
I don't. I mean, if someone's got spells they can use,
I've got cure
because
wounds, yeah.
I'm thinking they're emergency.
Yeah, once we run out of power, then we're down to
I'm running off towards the vault room and the stairs that
I'll
we
get
came
1d8
down.
plus
So
3.
you
Oh,
make
thank
it
you.
to the stairs and you start ascending.
Oh,
Yeah.
9. No, 1d8. So 1. No, it's 4, sorry. 4.
Better than nothing.
So yeah, lands on 1 plus 3.
So how long does aid last for? 8 hours.
Aid is.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, I got fused to 8.
Yes.
Stuff in my double 8 plus 1. It's actually.
So bless is
One
done.
plus
Aid is still.
Bless is done.
My temporary hit points have been used up.
Yeah, you might as well remove it from me as well,
Yeah.
unless it
You
gives
didn't
any
get
other effects.
I don't know.
I don't think it does.
Is it only during
Is
battle?
there any
though?
secondary effects for AIDS?
No.
AIDS.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get kind of skinny and bruises
It's,
appear. No, it's
No, it's fine.
just the temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah, so once they're gone, you might as
Creature
well
touch
remove
gains
them.
number of hit points equal to 1d8
But
plus your
Malos
spell
still
class.
do.
Yeah, so you didn't take any
Outside.
damage.
Right, okay. So you heal. Everybody then moves towards the stairs where Axel's already headed off to. You start ascending the stairs. As you move up the stairs, all above you can hear sounds of battle. You see the odd robot running here, there and everywhere. You see these spiders climbing up the staircases. people screaming, lots of just a cacophony of noise going on, as well as the very occasional sound of explosions and the ship generally lurching every time it gets hit. Where are you heading to?
Are we going to go and
find the thing?
Are we going to head towards the
going
guy?
to my room to pick up my thing.
Your thing.
Oh yeah.
My item. My magic item.
Okay. Right, so you get to the servants level. You start
We
moving.
have to go through there anyway.
Yeah.
Then we'll go up past the floor that their room was on, and then up to the thing.
Okay, so for expediency's sake, you get to your room.
Yeah. I pick it up. Pick up my cloak.
Okay.
I put on a cloak.
It's very dashing.
It's a shimmering cloak.
Pete seems beside himself with
Yeah.
joy at having been reunited with his black wispy cloak. Okay, so you move onwards as you, and I take it you're going to continue along the servants' quarters to the stairs closer towards the back of the
Yeah.
ship. So as you start to move towards them ships, you hear this terrible rending noise from behind you, and you hear basically the floor that you're on, the floor above, start to collapse in on itself as you see this huge robot. It's easily twice the height of the floor you're on. It just seems to be running perpendicular to your travel. So where your travel is up and down the ship from stern to the bow, the creature's going from starboard to port, just ripping the two floors in half, and then all the rooms are collapsing around. I take it you're going to double your pace.
Yeah.
Or triple it. Okay.
Okay, so you start to move up again. You get to roughly where the bursar's office is and the infirmary. So you remember where you were at that stage. So it's like 2 floors down from where the forest is and where the outside is, and then the main reception before you go up. So as you get to that and you're intending to move upwards again to get to the main reception and get to the floor that your rooms were on, above you see like a swarm of tiny little clockwork spiders climbing all over the steps. And then all of a sudden there's these tiny little poof explosions as they all shatter and blossom out into this huge cloud of acid that spreads itself across the stairwell.
Oh, stop then.
And all the stairs above you slowly start to just tumble down towards you. What do you want to do?
Jump off at the nearest floor.
See how much of it falls on me.
Jump off at the nearest floor.
Dive
Okay,
off,
so you
dive
jump
off.
onto the floor where the infirmary and the bursar's office is.
And run along to the next flight of stairs.
The rest of the stairs just collapse down, and there is no way that you're getting any further in that staircase. You do remember that there is obviously another staircase down the other end of this floor, sort of the one that you used to get to servants' quarters from below earlier.
Yep.
So you're going to head.
Can we head that way?
Okay, so can you turn that into so I need 4 squares wide, and then just the length of it to be the length of the piece of card.
As long as possible.
When I say 4 squares, I mean the 4 little squares.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's it, perfect.
Tetris.
And if you want to put yourselves at one end,
Between
please.
one.
Wherever that goes.
That's it.
Which end do you hold?
Lobo up front with Swiddo, naturally. Me and
I'll be at the back because I've got short legs and I was running behind everyone.
Okay, can you put those at the other end for me? Thank you. Okay, so what you can see is
big pile of dead people.
you can see 5 of these
Where are
robot soldiers. and they're currently battling 2 of the guards, and they're roughly outside where the infirmary is. So the infirmary is on their left-hand side. So as you spot this down the corridor, the guards are battling away, and they're pounding on one of the robots at the front, and they manage to take him down. And they take a small, brief respite in the fight. And as the soldier hits the floor, something in his chest starts to glow and blink red and gets faster and faster and faster. And all of a sudden, it explodes it engulfs one of the guys in flames. He's immediately immolated. The other one is hit with tons of shrapnel, ripped to pieces, and the bulkhead wall on the right hand side just gets this massive gaping hole in it. And so the guy that's on fire just gets sucked out and disappears, and the other one is just a bloody smear on the wall next to the infirmary door. Initiative, please.
This doesn't
So
sound
there's
like
only
a fight we want.
there's only 4 left now. So take 1 off.
3.
We just want to knock them down and move on.
There you go.
What happened to the square?
Right.
Right. That's where the whole.
Lobo.
Oh, okay.
Lobo. Initiative.
Initiative.
Oh, sorry, initiative. Yes. No, initiative. Yes, of course. That is 13.
Okay. Axel.
14.
Kingsman.
15.
Swidow.
13.
Let's side down there.
13 again.
Noella.
5.
Noella consistency. And Maylor.
15.
Maylor consistent. No, he was 21 last time.
No, not consistent.
Right. It's my go first. Right. Okay, so they move down the corridor. They are going to double move. So can you move them all
One goes through the bulk.
Oh, I'm still aided.
60 feet, please? Lovely, thank you. Kingsman.
I will cast Bless on the same 3, Lobos, Widow, and Axel. So you guys get a 1d4 for saving throws and attack rolls. And Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
So I'll cast right in front of that one. And go for an attack. Hey, natural 20, 25.
Okay, which one do you want to
Bam
get?
time, that one.
Okay.
Yep. 1d8 plus 3, twice. We're doing double damage or roll again, or what do you want to do? What we've been doing?
Double damage, so just double the dice.
Two dice, or just roll one and then.
Just roll one and double it.
And 12, 13, 14, 15, 18.
Nice.
Oh, hold on. Yes, 18.
Okay, so you conjure a hammer and it right down on top of the head. You see the head chunk into the shoulders like that. You did a lot of damage. That was
Good. Happy with that one. Right.
Okay, Maylor.
I would like to cast a
I know. maybe I should have done
first level chromatic orb.
Hit it away, roll it down.
What's the range on it?
90 foot.
Okay, go ahead.
Um,
You might as well keep it so I don't lose it in my pile of tokens I've got back here.
Okay.
Just put it on yourself.
it's 11. DC
11.
11. Yeah.
Sounds low. Sure it's not 13?
No. It was a chromatic orb. It's a +5.
Oh, sorry,
So 6
to
plus
hit.
5. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. You missed,
Okay.
unfortunately. So it goes straight over your shoulder and burns a hole in the floor behind them.
Okay.
Next up is Axel.
What do you think my chances are of getting by them?
They're all in line. It's an acrobatics check.
Yep.
There is space.
Yep.
But it probably will be tough.
I am... How damaged is the one that will be hit by the spiritual hammer?
It looks pretty hurt.
If you could damage it at distance so that it explodes next to the others.
Yeah, I thought of that, but then I thought one of them would go out, took out.
Yeah.
I don't want them all to go off and like the whole...
Oh, but do we know? Yeah, I guess there's that chance. But the other thing is, it might just damage all of them.
I'm going to take this, I'm going to run, I'm going to charge it and push it backwards as far as I can.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, do
You want to grapple?
Grapple.
Yeah.
grapple charge.
Okay. It's a opposed checkman. Opposed.
Great. I've got a really good strength score.
20. Wow. Oh, nice.
19.
You grappling backwards.
How far?
The rest of your movement.
Oh, I know what to do. Can I push about the hole?
What's your movement?
It's 30, but I was double moving.
No, because your
Okay.
action is grapple.
Alright.
So you can move, grapple him, and then
Oh, that case at 5.
yeah. Okay.
So I'm there. It's alright, I won't get hit. They won't even notice me.
Okay. Anything else? You got bonus action.
No, bonus action, no.
Logo.
I might do the same thing.
What's through the bulkhead? Are we along the edge of the ship here? So I shout out my bonus action. Push about the hole if you can.
Push him out of the hole. I like the idea, to be honest.
I can't even reach out. I can get... And I stop. Oh, wait, okay.
Watch it all will explode and kill me. Tear a hole inside and everyone will get sucked out.
Yeah, I'd pretty much do the same thing. Go the same sort of distance.
Are you raging?
I am going to...
You've got 25 minutes.
Sorry, I'm just thinking...
I just realised that we've got 25 minutes. I wasn't saying that in particular.
Oh, sorry.
I was saying, come on, Jack.
No!
Pressure. The pressure's too much.
We need a countdown timer that beeps after every 10 minutes or something.
I am going
Oh,
to
but it's what I'm doing,
attempt to do an athletics check
Yeah.
and do a sideways body run jump into these two.
So you want to try and knock both of them prone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Attempting to.
Okay. So I will let you have a grapple check, straight grapple check on one, and a disadvantaged grapple check on the other. So are you going to rage?
Yeah, I suppose I might as well.
Right. So then you'll get advantage on
One
because you're
and normal
raging.
on the other.
So that'd be advantage
doing
on one
that.
and normal on the other.
Yeah.
Wrestling.
Can I use the D4 thing on this?
What for?
Bless.
Yes. No.
No.
Saving throws and attack. You can use hero point,
Okay.
but roll the dice first. So this is your
that'll
advantage one, yeah. Natural
Do I
20.
get extra points for 2 17s?
No, you don't. So what does your add up to?
That adds up to 22.
You beat me by 1.
That's only the first one, though.
Yeah,
So the second one's normal, isn't it? Not advantage
no advantage.
and not disadvantage. So that's 17, and I'll use a hero point as well, just in
Okay.
case.
So it's
Bad.
23, yeah. 21. 2 19s in a row.
Hold on, let me scrub off a hero point.
Okay, so you knock both of them prone. You are also prone.
Yeah, and I'm just trying. Because I just want to pin them down,
Yeah.
and I say to the others, jump over us
Okay.
and get away.
Okay.
So that's 4 hero points left.
Okay, Swiddo.
Cool. I'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You could probably step over us, to be honest.
So if you want, okay, so
That's-
if you want to stop there, I'll let you have an
Yeah.
athletics check
Cool.
to jump over them.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. I'll leave that there for now.
Oh, cheers! Yeah, nice one.
Stand on.
Cut me across the chest,
I've
and
got a
now
little-
he's standing on me.
I've got a little platform to jump from.
If you're nice, you could jump on top of me, on top of them, and we'd pin them down even more, and then
Yeah.
the others can get away.
Go on, go. 11.
Okay, so you don't quite make the jump,
Sorry.
but you don't land.
You're
you,
not-
you,
you're not
you,
prone.
you end up in a tangled heap on top of Jeff.
Oh, good.
You're riding the bear.
I'm helping. I've got them.
Steve, question.
Yep.
In the next time it's my go, can I punch them while they're on the floor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Noella.
Which ones are they all still pretty much alive?
They're all alive.
Okay.
Yeah, we're worried about killing them
Oh.
because they explode.
Oh, do they? Oh. Okay, I won't use Moonbeam then.
They explode really badly.
What have I got?
We're talking like not even, Sillet Bang could get it out.
Well, I might use web then to sort of keep them in their face. So I'll cast a web
Really carefully.
really carefully, so not hurting or sticking to other people.
Unless you roll a 1.
Yeah, don't.
Web them
Okay,
to
so
the,
if
the
you want to,
bond.
so what's the area of web? It will cover the
20
entire
feet, so I think it's like 4
Yeah, so
squares.
it will cover the whole corridor if that's what you want to do.
Oh, maybe not.
If you want to avoid hitting your colleagues, I'll give you a spell check. So I'll give you a wisdom check. So
What
as you
if you put
cast
the
it.
web vertically like that?
so
so-
plus
Well,
5.
then we'll stop us from getting through the corridor.
Yeah. But the range people will be safe, you see. And then you look.
That's the most important thing. Yes,
Well, I
escaping,
could use
not finding
pass without
yourself.
trace.
You not being hit
Pass
by
without
these
trace
things.
allows you to add 10 to your stealth check.
Ah, okay.
So
Yeah,
if you want
fuck
to
it.
try and hit just them rather than Jeff's widow and
Yeah.
Axel.
Well, my wisdom's plus 5.
So I'll give you a spell DC check. So roll
Okay.
d20 and add your wisdom modifier.
Where is it? Oh, that's. Oh, yeah, whoops, sorry. Hang on. Oh, 12 plus 3. 15.
15 is just enough. So you manage to cast web in such a way that you capture the sort of the upper torsos of the 2 that are laying down, and the 2 that are standing. You manage to just miss Axel by throwing
Okay.
it between them. Okay, so I get a dexterity saving throw. Is that correct?
Yes, 13.
It's on your turn, though, isn't it?
Yes, it would be.
I don't know. Double check that. It
So
should say.
A creature restrained by the webs can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. If it succeeds, it's no longer
Strength.
restrained.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's
So
on
it
your
is,
turn.
is there anything else you want to go?
Each creature that starts its turn or that must make a dexterity check for saving throw. Yeah.
Yeah. So is there anything else you want to do?
No, I think I'm fine.
Okay. So I will now make my saving throw. So it's a dexterity saving throw. That's a 19 for the first one, so that's the one on the left-hand side,
Mm-hmm.
which is a pass. An 18 on the dice on the second one. A 19 on the dice on the third
Oh my
one.
god.
And an 8 on the dice on the last one. And
So one
that
of them.
is 9. So the one on the right-hand side is restrained,
Yeah.
so he doesn't get a go.
Hmm.
Right, the two that are laying underneath you are going to attempt to get up. So it will be a grapple check to see if they can beat your combined grasp. So again, one is going to be against disadvantage, so that's just a normal check. Okay.
If I'm on top of him, well, I don't know who I'm on top of.
You didn't, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But it's not your go.
Yeah.
Next go, if you intend to aid, you can.
Sure.
But all you did this round was fall over.
Yeah.
You did it with style.
So one double, one
In
single.
style, yeah.
So the double one first.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Look at that. It's twice today.
Natural 2.
Oh, that's good. And a natural 1.
Okay. Natural 2.
Okay, well that's 6 total on mine.
Doesn't matter, it's a natural 1.
Yeah.
So he stands up from prone.
Which one?
So it's the one. It's not the left-hand one. It's the one on the right-hand side.
Yeah, because that'll be my legs.
So grapple is an action, and standing up is half movement. So he readies himself. He can't attack because he's grappled. The one that isn't restrained, you charge, Dave. He's going to attack you with a longsword.
No, not Dave.
Not Dave.
Sorry, Axel.
Family or Rose?
Dyson. I thought following.
Does 16 hit?
Not today.
Are you rolling with disadvantage
Why would I be rolling with disadvantage?
because of my lovely cloak?
So yes, because the second dice I rolled it would have been for my second attack, can now be for my disadvantage, and it was a 19, so that hits 24.
Okay, that hits them.
So this is 16 hit.
Yeah.
And now the second attack, which I don't have to have disadvantage on, is a 20.
Right, it says any creature to have disadvantage on attack rolls against you.
Yeah. But once I've hit you, it cancels out, doesn't
That's
it?
right, yeah.
So that is 8, 16, 19 points of damage.
Okay.
He hits you twice with his longsword. So, and that's it. Kingsman.
I'll move Spiritual Hammer to get this one at the end.
Yeah.
And I'll hit that one first.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to put this on, didn't I? So we've got restraint.
It's 19 to hit that one.
Yep, hit.
5.
So which one are you hitting? The one that's restrained, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, it hits. It did damage. Or are you hitting the same one you hit last round?
No, it's a different one.
Different one, yeah. Okay, what are you doing?
I don't know, because I'm worried about killing one and then exploding and then everyone just gets sucked out. So I don't know my stuff. They haven't taken enough damage yet to need any healing.
Yeah.
So, have you?
He's just been
I'm
cleared.
still damaged from the last fight.
Okay, in that case I will do... I will do Prayer of Healing in that area.
Yeah.
So up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range. Oh, it's 5, 10... Well, it's
Yeah.
there. It's 30 feet.
Okay, so you need to move up a little bit.
Yeah. And then
Yep.
heal them.
So all of them that are in that area, yeah?
It says up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range.
Yeah, so all of us.
Yeah.
So have either of you taken damage?
No, I
I have
haven't.
not.
I haven't got any.
Yeah, so they don't need it.
Alright, so how much?
2d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Right, don't forget your life domain. So you get 1 plus the spell level on top of that as well. So it's the
It's a
second
second
level
level,
spell.
so
So you
it's
get an extra 3.
okay,
So
so
2d8
plus
plus
6.
6.
Nice, Dave.
12 points total.
Okay, so everybody gets 12 points back.
Don't do what I was about to do and accidentally
Okay.
click damage instead.
Maylor.
I will. I've only got 30 foot of walking speed.
Yeah.
Do you want to move then?
Yeah, I'll move as close as I can.
That's quite close.
Maybe not that close.
Maybe not that close.
There.
Halfway, I'd say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about there. And I will cast Ice Knife.
Yep.
At the one furthest to the right,
The one that's restrained.
the one that's restrained.
So is that a roll to hit?
It is a roll to hit,
There
and
you go.
so I will do that. So that is a 16 plus 5.
That hits.
But on a hit or miss, the shard then explodes, and each creature within 5 feet must take a dexterity saving throw or take d6 cold damage.
Okay.
That probably will include Axel.
Yes, it will.
So sorry, Axel.
Right, so it hits.
How? Within how?
Within
5
5
feet.
foot.
Oh, I thought you said 15.
So it will affect
Bloody hell.
that one, the one that Axel is fighting, and Axel.
Yeah. So I'll need to do one.
So
One.
what damage does it do?
It's 1d10. So I will roll the d10.
Yeah, because that's the direct damage to it.
So that's a 5.
Okay. And then it explodes and does an additional D6.
2d6.
2d6.
So I will do 2d6. So 4 and a 2, so 6 points of damage.
Is there any saving throw to that?
Yeah, on a dexterity save fail.
Half if you pass, is it?
I failed on the one that you hit, and failed on the other one as well, so they both take 6 damage.
So you need to do a dexterity
Make a
saving
dexterity
throw.
saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you might need that one. Burn a hero. Or is it worth it?
It's
It was only how much damage?
6.
6. It's only 6 damage.
What did you
No,
get?
I can't get. So I failed 6 damage.
Because you rolled a 2 on the dice and 3 on the other dice.
Yeah, you failed, so you take 6 damage. Maylor, is that your go over?
Yes.
Okay, Axel.
I'd try and shove this thing over.
Yeah.
– 14.
20. So you don't manage to budge him anywhere.
In that case, I disengage.
Yep.
Is that one? Can I disengage?
I'll allow you to make an acrobatics check to vault past the one
Yeah.
that's restrained.
I've been rolling really well so far. That is 12.
Okay, so you go to roll, don't quite make it, get caught up in one of the webs behind the restrained one and fall prone. So you're behind the restrained one and prone on the floor. That's your go over. Lobo, you're up.
Or not.
Yeah, I was going to say, I suppose I can't actually roll off of the one that I've pinned because I'm pinned myself by Swillow.
Yes.
Sort
You,
of.
you can stand up for it. Yeah, stand
No,
up for
I wanted to just basically roll off to be behind them.
Yeah, you can only really stand up from where you are because Swillow is on you. So
Yeah, so I'll just I'll attempt to. Should I just stay on this one, pin it, keep it pinned? I don't know.
There's now 2 next to you with nobody in between, and you're laying on the floor currently. So,
Yeah.
You think it's probably a good idea
Stand
to
up, knock
stand
them down.
Yeah, I think I'll stand up then. And can I do anything else?
Yeah, that's half your movement.
Oh
So you
right,
can
okay, yeah,
attack-
and I'll attempt to shove one of the other ones down.
That one.
Okay, so you're going to try and make him go prone.
Yeah, so not a grapple, but an actual shove,
Yeah, okay.
like a shoulder barge or
Yeah.
something. I don't know. Aggressive, styly. Oh, it's pretty good.
Do you want to put your aid?
23, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 23.
23, yeah. He falls prone.
So that's that next one.
Yeah.
Have I left Swido on top of the other one, effectively?
Yes.
Like half on top of
Half
him?
on
type
top.
thing? Yeah.
But
But
the problem
You're good
is
for something.
they're more tangled than grappled.
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
It's not.
It's
He's
a
gonna
mess.
have to get up and reset.
Does it
himself.
look like Japanese robot porn?
what's that?
Type it into YouTube.
Oh,
Swido, it's your go.
Does Jeff not have any movement?
Too late. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, so you've got half your move left if you.
Then, wait, but I can't use that to get over them, can I?
Not without an acrobatics
The
check.
heck is
no.
that?
Yeah, I might try that. Just for shits and giggles.
Just to show me up.
No, just to because if I fail, I'm going to fall on top of that one.
Yes.
So it's win-win. Yeah. Now that's a 18 total.
Okay, so you managed to
Dirty 18.
leap over the tangled legs of the one that you just shoved to the floor and move just behind the one that's still standing.
Right, cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Swido.
Get me up and then put me over. If I make it over him.
You're going to acrobatic me.
Jump on.
I'm going to be really
And-
pissed off if the Warforged managed to do what I couldn't do.
Yeah. You can't be that pissed off
Jump
with me
over.
because my acrobatics
no,
is
not
plus
Athletics,
5.
then, please, to make a jump.
You're
A
alright.
6.
Not as good as my athletics though.
17
In total.
in total.
Right,
Pull
so you
away.
just
Plus
managed to jump far enough to leap over the one that's on the floor.
Okay, right.
I have
What do you
got an
wanna do
idea
now?
of something we can do.
And then. Now this is what I didn't think of.
By the way,
They're all down. Can I try and push him to the ground? Knock him?
what Lobo?
No.
Stop attacking me all the time.
Good friends, huh?
You can attempt to grapple, yes.
Yeah, just knock
Or
him
shove.
or knock him down
Yeah, shove.
Shove.
if I can. That would be my. Ooh,
It's an opposed strength check, so it's a roll plus your strength modifier.
Or
Okay.
is it strength or athletics?
strength modifier.
Athletics if you're proficient in it.
We must don't.
I mean, it's,
Don't want to
uh,
panic
athletics
anyone, but we've probably
is
only got about 7 minutes
11,
left.
and either way, it's 9.
Oh, yeah, we
strength.
have.
Okay, so he resists your attempt to shove.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Oh god. Follow that.
I'd suggest moving.
That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I was thinking that moved halfway up.
Can you do just out of interest? I'm not telling you what you should
Yeah.
do, but can you do another web?
we're 7 minutes.
No, for
Seven,
now.
seven.
Because they're
That's
all,
already done.
I just noticed they're all pretty much in a place now where you could
Yeah,
web
all
them
my
and
spell
would not
slots
get
are
us.
done.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the.
Frost I could do, frostbite.
I cast fly.
I think I need to move. So I've got it's one at a time to get stuck. Druid path I can't, it just makes the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to move and that's it. Otherwise I'll end up killing something.
Yeah, that's a weird cantrip. I don't know why you chose that.
But yeah, I'll just move, I'd say, we've got 30 spaces. We're trying to get that closer.
30 spaces.
30 feet rather. Actually, I could move 30, yeah, move me up there.
How many is that? It's 5
5
each, right?
yeah, so 6 spaces.
Yeah.
That's it.
Are you dispelling web then?
I can't run out of spell slots.
You can dispel it, you can stop it.
Oh,
Otherwise,
It's not. It is a concentration spell, so you can get rid of it. I think.
yeah.
otherwise it's still there.
Yeah, you just turn it off.
Yeah, just get rid
Okay,
of
yeah.
it.
I'll just turn it off then. Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to turn it off and then attempt to double move down the corridor.
Yeah.
Okay. So, can you make me a acrobatics check, please?
That is 19
Nice.
Let's see what I
plus
can
2. So that's 21.
Okay, so you parkour down the corridor, you run, you leap with your left leg on the corridor wall, you deftly
Get out of the ship.
fly past Widow's shoulder. What's your total move? Is it 30 your speed, isn't it?
Yes, 30.
Okay, so you can move 60 if you wish.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay, so if you
Get me
move...
right out of there.
Could have turned into a raven as well and just flown past them, but
No, mistake
You
that.
could, yeah, in theory, you could jump out the hole,
Okay, so
Yeah.
you can
turn
see...
into a bird and fly
Yeah.
away.
on your right-hand side door is a door to the infirmary,
Yep.
where the possibility of more health potions that you seem to be getting
Yes,
quite a
so,
collection of at the moment is beckoning. Or on your left, you suddenly realise how damn close you are to the floor. You are now at about
Ground.
Yeah.
You are now about 250 feet off of the deck. You don't think you're going to make it to the top, get in a lifeboat and get off.
Okay.
Would you step out when a nice bit comes by? Mission Impossible.
Has anyone got a spell for doing like foam?
Web.
Actually, that might not be a bad
Web
idea.
fills a cube.
Yeah. Well, go in that room.
she's run out of spells.
I've run out of spells.
Okay, so that's the end of your go unless you've got a bonus action to take.
No, just
Okay.
don't.
So top of the round is my go. So you've dispelled Web.
Yep, run out of
So the two that are prone are going to stand up and attack. I think they can only attack Swiddo.
Oh, great.
More payback.
Damn it.
So
I hit you once.
17 on the first hit.
Yes. Just.
Missed on the second, so that's the one on the left done. The next one is a 23 to
Yeah.
hit and a 18 to hit.
Yep. 2 hits.
For 19 points of damage. So the one that's already standing next to you, Jeff, is going to attack you. Misses and 18 to hit.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
I had a bonus cantrip.
And you take 11 half to 5.
Yep.
And
Don't use
Pete,
that bonus
the one that's now free from the webs,
Extra.
is going to
Okay.
attack you, and you're prone on the floor, so I get advantage.
Then you don't because my cloak's back up again.
Your cloak's back up again. 18
Right, okay, my cloak's down again.
and 19 on the second one.
Yep.
For 19 points of damage.
Okay. Ouch.
Kingsman.
How about you?
So,
Really
pretty
bad.
bad.
Okay. I will do a healing word on Axel.
So that's a bonus action.
It is. It's 1d4 plus 3. 9 points of hit points back.
Did you mean 1d8 plus 3?
The healing word is 1d4.
1d4. Healing word. Not cure wounds.
Then how did you roll them? 4 plus 3.
Oh yeah, sorry. I wrote that.
I thought my maths was even worse than it, although it really was.
7.
Hey,
That's 7 points back.
that's more like.
I'm out of spells.
Has anyone got Cushion Fall as a spell? If we can make it to that room and we just down like all the healing potions in there.
At the
We
point
should
we
be
take the
fine.
damage.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else? You gonna move?
We before we entered this corridor, we was on the outside. Was it always we
Was it the
always on the
stairwell?
inside?
Was
Just
it
a
the stairwell?
stairwell.
Where
The collapsed stairs, wasn't it?
Gone,
Yeah.
The only way out of here is along this corridor to the stairs at the end and then go up,
Okay.
or the hole.
I just thought of something, but I don't know if it. Don't worry about it. It wasn't really this related. It was to do with the timer. Because shouldn't the timer slow down when we're in battle?
Well, no, we're doing it in real
technically-
time.
It's a 90-minute real life time.
Yeah.
Yeah. In game time, this is like 10 minutes. So.
Otherwise, we will be until midnight.
Yeah.
Maylor.
Can I dash as an action?
Yes.
Whilst also running, trying to run through the creatures.
So yeah, you get an acrobatics check to see if you can
Okay.
manage to bundle your way through. It is now with disadvantage because you have a wall of
And that
battle in
is
front of
fine.
you. Okay, so
Look
when we
crash.
get to the end of this combat round, we'll see what happens.
Tick, boom,
Just
boom.
as you barrel into them. Hit the deck.
4 + 2, 6.
You fall at their feet.
Oof.
That's your go over.
And rumble and tumble and knock them over.
Yes.
Like
skip
bowling
off.
pins,
Yeah. Axel.
I get up.
I disengage and I run away bravely.
Okay, so that's half your movement for getting up. So you get 15 feet off your move,
Yeah.
and then 30 feet for your. No, just disengage.
Bonus
So
action.
only 15 feet.
1, 2, 3. That's the rest of my normal action.
Yes.
And then I've got still 30 feet for my double move. Getting up
Bonus
takes-
action to disengage. Yes. Yeah. So what was right first?
Yeah, I was wondering why you were like second guessing yourself.
So you get to there.
Yeah.
Okay. The door's closed, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm after the thing.
You can now see you're virtually on the deck.
I have a vague recollection of surviving a crashing boat before.
Lobo.
I will do the same thing.
You will disengage as
Yep.
an action.
Mm.
Then 1,
Double
2,
move
3,
to the
4,
door.
5. You can't double move after disengage. I get.
If you want to double
okay.
move, you can take an attack of opportunity.
No, that's okay because I've got a feeling I'm about to need all the hit points I've got.
So how much move have you got left? Is that it?
He's moved everything.
Okay.
He's still
Sweeto.
30, aren't you?
Yeah, not gone up to 40 yet.
okay.
That's next level, I think. Or something.
Let's do this. Well, they're gonna try and hit me anyway, but you try and run away.
You can disengage and then
Yeah.
move.
You can do the same thing I just did, or you can double move but get attacked.
Alright, disengage them. Let's do the normal move. 5. Yeah. We've got one more. Before I get to.
Okay. Noella. Choice. You're now virtually on the
Oh
deck.
wait, you're on your
Yeah.
own. Oh no.
Okay, so you can jump out.
Yeah.
So who's at the back? Oh, it's Kingsman's at the back.
Yeah.
You can either jump out
Yep.
Massive acrobatics jump.
or go in the infirmary.
Jump out and like leave the plane. Jump out.
Yes.
Plane.
In the plane. I mean the ship. If I'm going to jump out, I need to transform into some form of bird.
Yep.
So if I jump out,
or a
just die.
or a jelly.
Yeah.
I mean, you're that close to the ground.
You will be.
Could I potentially take people with me if I transfer into something big enough?
You haven't got time.
Okay, I'll just transform into a little. No, transform into an eagle
You get a
Fly
majestic eagle.
Yep.
And okay,
and
so
get out there.
you take one step towards the infirmary.
Yeah,
Change your mind.
yeah,
Look at the hole. Realise you're just about to hit ground zero.
yeah.
Step towards the hole. Fall out. Transform into an eagle, and then all hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
You hear this tearing of metal as the boat crashes
Yeah.
into the floor.
Yeah.
I need everybody who's still on board to roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh.
Am I still aided, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
That'll only go when somebody loses concentration in about 1 second's time.
Oh shit.
See?
I'm going to burn a thing. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Don't forget, you've got your D4s, those of you that are blessed.
Damn it.
I've got a natural 1.
You got
Yeah.
Oh, you saved it for the perfect.
But can I use a hero point?
You wanted that jelly, didn't you?
15
it
total.
really was
Okay.
15 total.
15
Just.
total.
1.
It's 15 total.
Just.
Okay.
As in, I had to use the bless and the hero point, which I now remove again.
I used the bless and the hero point, and I got 21.
Okay.
12.
I think like 20.
15 with a hero point and a bless.
Okay.
So he's going, you will use them for no good reason.
You just
25.
hecked off.
Okay.
All right,
So,
mate.
Pete, you passed. Everyone else failed. So
What did you get?
you
15.
you manage, as the boat comes to a crashing halt and everybody goes into freefall, to grab hold of the infirmary door. It swings inwards and you're transported into the room. So you're now in the infirmary. The rest of you don't have anything to grab on as you try desperately to grab hold of railings, doorways, door handles, something. But you go tumbling down the corridor, head over head over head. Maylor goes head over head over head. Unfortunately, because he was still on the floor, you're all going the other way, Pete. Because he was still on the floor, actually falls out of the hole.
No, that was majestic. The way that you just dropped your character.
So,
Oh boy, how much damage?
I'm like,
right, Pete, you take 16 damage.
I'm deadified.
You're deadified, you're unconscious.
Yep.
Everyone else takes
32 points of
Yeah, I get up and walk away.
damage. You take 16.
No, I don't, because rage would have ended because I didn't attack anyone in my last turn.
You ran away.
Because I ran away instead.
Right.
But I still get up and walk away.
Okay.
Yeah, same here. I'm on 1 hit point.
Okay.
Right,
I'm on
depends
more
on
than
whether
one
I'm
hit
still
point.
aided. If I'm not aided,
You
I'm
are
unconscious.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you still have those temporary hit points. So the
Okay.
damage
They've got
goes
one
off
left
of them
still.
first.
Okay, so I've got rid of my.
I don't see what the
temporary
fuss
hit
was
points,
about.
that's
I'm still on
fine.
12 hit points.
What? How many points you got?
I've got 8.
8. Okay, so the only one that's down is Pete. From further down the corridor, you hear beep, 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 followed by as the 4 remaining soldiers explode.
Am I with them?
God, yeah.
No.
I was back there somewhere.
So everybody is thrown around 80 feet along the corridor, apart from Pete who went into the room.
And
Maylor would have been thrown down the corridor even further and been nestled amongst the soldiers, but he managed to fall out of the hole.
I'm in a tree, I think.
And then
And-
eagle.
The dwellers
You
just perched
Yeah,
beside me.
elegant.
you all get up, dust yourselves off, and start to reassemble those of you that are still there. And as you make your way back to the infirmary, apart from Maylor who's outside, you see that.
Did Noella see that happen?
Yes.
Yeah, so
you can find him.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're
So-
What's left of him?
Yeah.
The
I've just, like, hung over a tree
the boat
like that.
eventually comes to a halt quite a way
Yeah,
in the
sort of.
distance, so you can go and pick him up, but you two, for the purposes of what happens next, are completely out of this.
Okay.
So the three of you make your way back to the infirmary,
Are there any
Um,
healing potions in there?
where you find an unconscious Axel on the floor. So do you want to take any actions there?
Yeah, can we... Is there any healing potions intact in the room?
You want to search?
Yeah, because I want to try and see if I can administer
Roll
one.
an investigation check for me, please.
I'm not even sure this is an infirmary.
It's the morgue.
Yeah, it's the morgue, because look, there's a dead person
So
on
the
the floor.
post-mortems take place.
Anyone else searching?
Yeah, we're all set.
I think Dave's probably the best person to have a look at an infirmary, isn't he?
Yeah. I can do perception, but not investigation.
You can do investigation, you're just not very good at it.
Yeah, -1.
No, 5.
17. Somehow.
There's got to be something obvious in there, Stephen. There surely.
Okay, see,
17.
17. Okay, so
What the hell do I-
Swiddo sees a door that he hasn't kicked down yet. Decides he's going to give it a bloody good go because he's angry. So you kick the infirmary door down. And you find laying on the floor a small chest. You open the chest and there are 5 healing potion vials inside.
5 healing potions.
Can we administer one to Axel?
Yep. Well, if he wants to.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Right. I'm on 1. Who is unconscious?
He's the most desperate.
Just pour one down his throat.
Oh, which one? There's a range. So take a pick. Whichever one.
Yeah, don't use the shittiest one. Use like the medium one or something.
I just had 4. Oh, 6 for a second. I just had. Roll it like that.
Roll it like what? We're inside. Don't you
Yeah.
ever take them out?
Don't have to take them
I
out.
thought about that.
I know.
There you go.
Anyone else? Anyone else?
I'm down to 8, so I'm pretty battered, so I'll give it a go.
For the purposes of the fact that we don't know what's going to happen next, all our healing potions are with Noella.
Yeah,
Okay.
beautiful.
Yeah, and
I'm
I
gonna
think it's probably worth we burn all these amongst ourselves. So the most
Yeah.
damaged burn the most,
Yeah.
and then you and me. Oh no, you've got 1 hit point, haven't you?
Yeah.
So just give me the crappiest one.
Okay. There you go.
Steve.
What is it? 2d6 plus anything? 2d6 plus 2.
Oh, so I've got another 4.
It's always D6 plus 1.
So if it's four dice,
It's 4d6 plus 4.
46.
I think, I'm sure I would have died in that, but if I'm in heaven, I'm not the sort of guy that angles I was expecting.
Okay, so you have come to a halt. You can see out of the hole in the wall opposite, and you are effectively on the ground. So you're probably about 10 or 15 feet in the air.
Get up.
Okay,
So we can drop out of the hole.
right, 2 seconds in.
I thank Swiddo for providing me.
Oh,
Oh, careful.
no problem. Right, they're all done.
Right, so everybody's taken their potions. Have you burnt the lock?
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you.
There you go.
Okay, so you can climb down, you can jump down, you can do whatever. Who's going first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay. Chest.
So, very quick description, and this applies to you two as well. The boat has come to rest in sort of not the peak of a mountain, but certainly the sort of halfway up some hills. So
Yeah.
It sort of wedged itself into the side of this hilly terrain.
Yeah.
There are higher mountains further either side, so you're in a mountain range, but it's basically come down nose
We're
down.
hanging off.
Hanging exactly like
Yeah.
that. So it's the end of the Italian
I was
job.
gonna
it's
say,
backwards and
Italian,
forwards. So you leap out. Can you make me an athletics check, please?
Oh.
Oh, for God's sake. 10.
Okay, so you jump down.
If it helps, I'll dangle down and then release.
Okay.
Because I'm fairly tall, so
Yes, you are. So you manage to not very
Gracefully.
gracefully get down without taking any damage. You do see you're on the edge of this precipice, and you encourage the others to come down a little quicker.
yeah. Guys, you might want to get out of there a bit sharpish.
I'll jump.
Okay.
I'll get out the way.
15.
Okay, you leap down, you tuck into a roll, you take no damage. Pete, Axel,
I'll catch
I
someone.
leap down
I'll go there
gracefully.
to catch them. If that helps.
Burning them points today.
you haven't got
Athletics.
Bless anymore. Bless has
Oh yeah.
gone.
Best out.
This is okay. So I'm not gonna bother. So athletics.
Can I catch him?
4.
I mean, yeah. Either way
That's
of us.
acrobatics for you.
6.
Okay. So you stumble and fall flat on your ass.
Can I catch him?
5 damage.
Let's have a crack.
Okay, so Kingsman, as you step up to the hole, you take a deep breath. Consider everything that has gone horribly wrong over the past 48 hours. As you look down and contemplate taking this step into the unknown, halfway up the hill, in what used to be Cyre and is now a scorched land full of unknown magical creatures, unknowable horrors, and trying to figure a way to get back, having lost your beloved plate mail that you crafted during your apprenticeship, you notice crawling up your leg one of the tiny clockwork glass spiders.
Oh no.
It reaches your knee, and before you can even react,
Can I twat it off?
it explodes.
On your knee.
Oh my god.
Your knee is engulfed in a ball of acid. Your lower leg falls away,
He's sure enough as it is.
and you go tumbling out of the hole to land,
Can I catch him?
I just gone,
missing the lower half of your left leg.
Oh
shit.
And that is where we will finish.
Oh no.
Hold on, I'm meant to be the pirate, not you.
Yeah.
Damn.
Nice. Cheers, Steve. Thank
Pretty
you.
good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
No,
Well,
I'm
that
saying thank you.
didn't lose a single hit point for that game.
Thanks for making me a paraplegic. What kind of disability have you got? Leg disabled.
Right, so what that means for you? So positive message. Everybody's gone up a level.
Yay.
So you will now all be level 5. So as I said in the kitchen, because we've been playing this was session number 5 now.
Yep.
Hopefully you've learnt a little bit about what things do and what you prefer, what you don't like anymore, and stuff like that. So
I don't know,
not
not very many hit points.
Yeah, can't you switch to barbarian?
Yeah, everyone's barbarian.
So rather than going back and choosing new races and new classes, we'll keep the races and the classes.
Yep.
But you can choose new spells, new skills, new weapons, whatever you would prefer to change out, or that's up to you.
Are we
Oh,
doing
boy.
the optional max hit points when you level thing?
Attack twice instead of
So
once.
your maximum hit points at this level will
No.
go to 6.
No, I mean the healing. Do you remember we don't do it anymore, do we?
No.
That's going back like
that was
fucking-
that was
30
when,
years.
that was when we was only playing with 3 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the last level for max, isn't it?
Last level for max,
Yeah.
yes.
So we only get an extra.
Right, so specifically for you, Dave, you lose
leg.
5. You lose a leg. So you lose 5 hit points off your maximum,
Right.
and you also lose 2 dexterity points.
Okay.
Oh no, hold on. You do get the new hit points onto your current hit points, though, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why it just did that, and then I fucking cancelled it. Damn it. 22.
We're now back to fixed hit points.
Not max. You
Mine's
get
got
your hit
20.
points go up because your maximum hit points go up.
That's right. So if you go
Yeah.
go back up and then go to class and then go to manage hit points. So 5d6, the maximum it rolls from 5d6 is 30. So your fixed HP should be 30.
Oh, gotcha. So I'll change it. I'll change it back
And then
to.
just making like fewer damage.
Sorry, yeah, no.
Because I was a bit confused because I thought we were now no longer max.
If you were
We are
damaged
obviously
when
no
you
longer
fell
max.
out.
Leave it always on manual, and we'll just do it manually. So put 30 in there.
Crazy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Not you.
I can't seem to reselect
Oh,
my
okay.
arcane or my illusion stuff. So
So I think it's under arcane tradition, isn't it?
Now I can move forward.
yes, okay,
Yeah, so
cool.
just change it there.
That would have come in handy about 3 rounds ago.
One more sandwich.
So now I can attack twice. Nice.
Oh, and everybody gets hero points back, obviously. So you now
Yay!
6 hero points.
Oh, I was only down to 3 still. Just remember hero points next time. Yay!
Good game, Steve. Wow, that's good.
So that's the second
Game
one.
of
Blue,
You're now in Cyre.
Yes.